We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
For 75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Valley High School here in West Des Moines, Iowa for a top 5 matchup here in Class 4A. Blake Walker-Dar-Danielson with you here this afternoon. It is the number 1 ranked, undefeated, 18-0 Cedar Rapids Kennedy Cougars taking on the 4th ranked Valley Tigers at 15-4. Dar, this has been a game a lot of people have had circled. Cedar Rapids Kennedy, not the toughest schedule in the state. They've still played very talented opponents, but this team made it to the state championship last year, lost to Ames, and a lot of people just wonder, is this team really that good? Are they really the number 1 team? Because we don't see them a lot here in the Metro. Yeah. This Valley team upset Waukee Northwest a couple weeks ago. This game can really help us figure out, is Kennedy legit? Is Valley a legit contender? Oh, by the way, Valley is without their star player, Curtis Stinson, today.
Yeah, and it's interesting because Valley lost a close one to Waukee. They had got pounded here by 30 by Waukee, then won 8 straight, and then that loss Tuesday night to Waukee. And then last night they played and beat Ankeny, but Curtis Stinson went down just on a drive in the lane. Didn't look like there was any contact. I went back this morning and looked at it and didn't see if he stepped on the other player's foot or anything. But anyway, He came up hobbling. I think offensively they have enough firepower there. The thing is, somebody like Stinson who gets the offense going and defensively, can they step up? Another factor is last night while Valley was playing Ankeny, Cedar Rapids Kennedy was sitting in the stands watching. So they were sitting there rusted up while Valley's playing a tight ball game with Ankeny that went, Ankeny came out and went on a 8-0 run to start the second quarter, got the game down within 4, or in the third quarter, start the second half, and then Valley came back and put them away. So, but scoring-wise, we've seen against Waukee, it was Zay Robinson. He led them with 22. Then last night, Curtis Stinson had 12, but Kiki Dang led him in scoring, and Trevin Urick. So I think it's those guys in the lineup for Valley that have to step up. And then, of course, Kennedy, they have 3 guys averaging in double figures. And like you said, we don't get to see them a lot over here, so it's hard to know. And there may be a little bias, but we think, the CIML, you're seeing good teams every night, a good competition where maybe not quite as concentrated where you see that for Kennedy, but for them, that might be the chip on the shoulder that says, hey, we been all the way to state last year in the title game, and here we're coming out, and it's a chance for them to show what they have here.
I mean, it's been a notable team. They're very, very talented. They beat Des Moines Hoover 81-53. They've beaten Cedar Falls, probably their best win, 63-54. And a very impressive win, probably the one that sticks out. They put up 113 points against Cedar Rapids Jefferson. You do not see a lot of high school teams put up 113 points.
And putting up 81 against Hoover is not easy because Hoover plays that tight defensive game. So they don't usually give up that many points.
Their latest test came to Waterloo West, and they crushed them, 89-46. And Waterloo West at the time was a top 10 team. It gets interesting here to the end of the season. Valley here today, then they take on Xavier next week. Xavier's a pretty good team out in 4A or 3A, and then Waterloo East obviously can be tough at times. But Kennedy looks for an unbeaten season, and also if you're a Waukee Northwest fanatic, you want Valley to win this game because if the state tournament were to start today, Kennedy would be the 1 seed, Waukee and Waukee Northwest would be the 2 and 3. They would not be able to play in the title game. They would have to play in the semifinals, and a lot of people would love to see that type of game. Take a look at your top 10 rankings out of the IHSAA this past week. Cedar Rapids Kennedy is number 1. The Waukee schools are 2 and 3. Valley sits at number 4. Indianola, who just keeps squeaking by the skin of their teeth. I swear their average margin of victory is like 5. They sit number 5, Centennial at 6, Norwalk number 7. Norwalk's won 12 in a row. No Bowen Bourne on that team, but his younger brother Reddick Bourne leads that Norwalk team. They're sneaky good. Dubuque Senior 8, Cedar Falls 9th, and Sioux City East, the only team pretty much out of Western Iowa, comes in at number 10. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for your opening tip. It's a top 5 matchup on a beautiful Saturday in West Des Moines. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of Central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care, wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond Certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Valley and Cedar Rapids Kennedy set to get going this afternoon. We're going to send it down to our PA announcer for your starting lineups.
For this varsity boys basketball game between the Cougars of Cedar Rapids Kennedy High School and your Valley Tigers. The officials for today's game are William Dotson, Chris Lynch, and Mike Tomlinson. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to take a moment of silence to honor the late Sam Kranovich, who passed away earlier this week. Sam was a 40-plus year Valley High School employee, beloved community member, and embodied the Valley Tiger spirit. Sam's funeral services will be held here in the gymnasium at 1 p.m. tomorrow, February 12th. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to please rise and remove your headwear as we honor our country and those who serve to protect us with the playing of our national anthem.
1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
I'm off to college. Oh, rats!
Hi, Joe the car guy with a reminder. Before you send your kids off to school, set up an appointment with Westside Auto. We check everything from tires to belts, fluids, hoses, wipers, and lights. 44 inspection points to help prevent that oh rats moment for your students. Call us today to set up your appointment. We'll have your kids off to school saying,
for the best, head west.
Westside Auto.
Now let's make the starters for today's basketball game. For the Cougars of Cedar Rapids Kennedy, number 1, Kenzie Reed. For the Tigers of West Des Moines Valley High School, number 2, Kiki Deng. For the Cedar Rapids Kennedy Cougars, number 3, Colby Dolphin. And for the Valley Tigers, number 4, Zay Robinson. For Cedar Rapids Kennedy, number 4, Cyrus Portkey. And for West Des Moines Valley, number 12, Kyle Payson. For the Cougars, number 15, Micah Slake. And for the Tigers, number 14, Travion Carson. And for Cedar Rapids Kennedy, number 21, Carter Newhouse. And for the Valley Tigers, number 52, Trevin Urack. Cougars are led by head coach John McCowan. Tigers are led by head coach BJ Winsworth.
Valley has already beaten one number 1 team already this season. Can they do it again? They beat Waukee Northwest here at Valley High School just a couple weeks ago. And now they get a Kennedy team who, this is the toughest team Kennedy will face all season.
Yeah, Mikal Kaysen steps into that starting role. He came off the bench last night and scored 13, was second leading scorer there. They played a few more guys last night, obviously looking ahead to today and playing this game. Coach said prior to the game last night, they're a young team. He likes how they've been improving. They have some lulls sometime, and that's what they're going to have to avoid here against Kennedy.
We are off and running between Kennedy and Valley. Number 1 versus number 4 on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this afternoon. We can't wait to bring this one to you. A rare Saturday matchup here on the Central Iowa Sports Network, but a game this good, you just had to join in. And a great crowd on hand. By the way, don't forget, coming up after this, Ankeny will take on Linn-Mar here at this same gym 15 minutes after. We'll also be calling that one. So here we go. We're off and running. That was Kenzie Reed here with it. Colby Dolphin. Dolphin all the way to the lane. He kicks back outside. There's a missed pass. Valley basketball.
And Valley has some length to match up with Kennedy here, and they've been playing pretty well defensively.
Kennedy gives up 45 points per contest, but they average 77. That is among the best in Class 5A. That's among the best in the state of Iowa. This is a high-scoring team that loves to score the basketball, and they're not going to be held below a lot of lower point totals, as we're going to have a travel on Valley.
He was looking for Urick there inside, but he was covered, and after he got up in the air, he tried to bring the foot down, and nobody noticed, but the three guys in stripes all noticed that.
That was Zay Robinson. Curtis Stinson, Valley's leading scorer, is out today with an ankle injury. Rolled it last night with 2 minutes to go in the win against Ankeny. So a big loss for Valley. Three-pointer top of the key. That will go in. Kenzie Reed knocks in the long three. He averages 10 points per contest for the Cougars. Quick 3-0 start for Kennedy. Good Kennedy crowd here. Good Valley crowd here. It's a good atmosphere on a Saturday afternoon here in West Des Moines.
They come out in that man trying to trap high.
Down low, inside, Robinson cannot get the basket to go. Rebound taken away by Schlake. Micah Schlake down low, he's big and tall, and he gets the rebound to get it back up and in. Timeout on the floor by Valley, and a 5-0 start by Kennedy.
The Tigers got to be aware of that. They did a little bit when Ankeny made their comeback last night where they were standing around and weren't blocking out on the rebounds. There they let Kennedy get an easy follow-up shot.
So nothing scaring the Cougars early on the road. They stayed here in Des Moines last night. Like you said, they watched Valley's game last night against Ankeny. It's tough to play back-to-back games. Kennedy got to play Thursday night against Iowa City High. I obviously got a break last night. So the Cougars are well and rested, and this Valley team, despite the blowout win last night, still playing back-to-back days.
Yeah, it's because, like we say, Stinson was in the game with about 2:30 to go when he rolled that ankle.
Long three, Kiki Dang knocks it down.
And he's one of the scorers that's going to have to pick it up today.
Kiki Dang this season, very talented. He's a long, lengthy kid. He's a sophomore. There's a lot of sophomores, a lot of youth on this Valley team. Expect them to be the number one consensus next season. Long three-pointer by Cyrus Courtney's going to go in. A Kennedy team that loves to take and make the three. 38% three-point percentage. They've shot 473 threes this season. That is well over 100 more than Valley has.
Yeah, and Dolphin hitting 45% from three. That's pretty darn good.
Yeah. And this is a Kennedy team like I talked about in the beginning. Obviously lost in the state title last year to a very talented Ames team led by Taman Limpsey and company. A lot of people kind of counted them out. They were like, well, Northwest is the team to beat. Kennedy gets there, puts up a good fight. That one's another turnover on Valley. They'll go back to Kennedy. But Cedar Rapids Kennedy on a mission this year. Everybody hears about Waukee. They hear about Northwest. But they're like, hey, don't forget about us on the eastern side of Iowa.
Yeah, that happens too when you play in the biggest media market.
That is
in the
true.
Metro, you get a lot of attention.
Schlake had it down low. It's taken away. Here comes all the way on the other end. That was Kiki Dang. Taken back away by Robinson. He'll go back up underneath and put it in.
Well, that was good defense in the post by Valley, and then we talked about following up on the rebound. They did and got the putback.
Reed at the top of the key goes back over. Start seeing the other schools starting to file in. Ankeny is here. Linn-Mar. I think I saw Indianola's coach here, or one of Indianola's assistant coaches here. Everybody's here to watch this one. That one's rimmed out. Rebound, back up, nice and strong by Cyrus Courtney.
Yeah, nice little baseline jumper to put it back up, and some pressure by Kennedy.
Dang gets it across the half-court line. Valley trying to set up offensively. It seems like they have no post play here to start.
Yeah, they haven't been able to get into Urick at all, but Kaysen hits the jumper.
Yeah, it's a nice spot-up jumper by Kyle Kaysen. He's a sophomore.
He played some big minutes last night for him.
Ankeny, a 60-47 win for Valley over Ankeny last night. Schlake gets it back and up and in.
Now, Urick didn't have any backside help on that one. He did a good job stopping the initial entry, but.
And Schlake's not very tall, but he's very athletic for someone down in his spot. Three-pointer from the corner, rims out, can't go, rebound taken away by Courtney. Here comes Kennedy with a 12-7 lead. Valley's all out of shape here on defense. They eventually man back up. The Cougars trying to keep it moving. That's one thing about Cedar Rapids Kennedy. They are so fast. I mean, they love to move. They're never not moving.
Looks like foul on Kiki Dang.
Trey McCowan will check in. John McCowan, the head coach for Kennedy, been there for almost now 10 years coming up for the Cougars. Nice pass back to Schlake. Schlake runs into traffic, goes back up top. Reed working it around. McCowan for three. That is short, taken away by Travion Carson.
Great post defense by Urick there. He didn't let anybody get off a shot.
Robinson, nice take to the basket, but he gets fouled. Robinson has stepped into his own here as a Valley Tiger, just a sophomore. Him, Dang, both sophomores, very talented. Curtis Stinson, also a sophomore.
Yeah, Robinson had 22, a lot of those in the second half to bring him back against Waukee in that ball game. They weren't able to finish it out, but he really played well on that one.
Robinson to the line to shoot two. He knocks down the first.
I think that's what Coach Windhorst said. Each night, you know, these young kids, you see them get a little better. One or the other will step up. All part of the process. And they want to keep it close. They don't want Kennedy any big runs to pull away here.
Misses on the second one on the front end.
McGregor in now. He gives a little relief to Urick in the middle.
McGregor, a 6'4 sophomore, another sophomore. Reed caught up in the corner, gets it to McCowan.
Great trapping defense there.
Kennedy's doing a good job passing. McGregor's on the floor to knock it away. Schlake has it back. And now Valley grabs the turnover. 12-8, 2:56 to go here in the first quarter.
That was just in-your-face defense that time for Valley.
I think we're going to see a lot of aggressive defense today, as expected. Three-pointer by Chuck Epperly. That bounces high and it won't go.
He was one of the first one off the bench with Kaysen last night.
Another three-pointer try. That will not go. I believe that was Carter Newhouse. Or excuse me, that was Trayvon Crumry on the three-point attempt. Carson directs traffic from the corner. 2:18 to go here in the first. Kennedy by 4. How about the perimeter defense by Kennedy? Up and under move. Beautifully done by Marcus McGregor.
With the scoop shot. I was just going to say the one thing you missed without Stinson in there is the penetration down the lane, while McGregor, the big man, decided to penetrate and go.
Reed for three. They left him open. He can't get it to go. Long reach for the rebound will not work by Crumry. Crumry 6'5". There's a lot of height on this Kennedy team. Take a look at the replay. And you talked about it, Dar, like a nice scoop and move. You don't expect it from a guy his size.
The big man penetrate up off the glass. Wow. Well, all these, you see that happen when your guy star goes down. Sometimes everybody else just steps it up a notch.
Stinson is here. He's on the end of the bench. That one's taken away by McCohen. Kennedy back the other way. Good defensive set by Valley. Up and under by Reed. He loses it on the way up, and they're actually going to give it back to Kennedy.
Yeah, I think somebody from Valley got a hand on it. Urick will come back in. Good little rest for him.
Urick,
McGregor.
6'8", sophomore for Valley. Didn't see a lot of time touching the ball there in that first couple sets.
He had some injuries early that he was dealing with.
Yeah, he did. Far corner, blocking foul. Tough collision by Crumry. And I believe that was Epperly as well. 2 fouls apiece for both teams so far with 1:28 to go here in the first quarter. McCowan has it back underneath, and he loses it on the way over. Valley with another turnover, or another forced turnover, I should say. Good ball movement, three-pointer, rims out. Kyle Kaysen couldn't get it to go, and Kaysen's still fighting for the ball against Reed, and he's going to have a reach-in foul.
Much, but
well, you talked about aggressiveness.
Yeah, but like you said, they're good. They got it up the court, and he got a good open look. Didn't go, but that's what they want. Get it up there and beat the defense down. And the Deng will come back in, and Zay Robinson will get a rest. It will be interesting in the second half to see what the legs are like for Valley.
Courtney and Dolphin check in for Kennedy, and the Cougars bring it up the floor. Closing in on 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Good first quarter between these two. A drive baseline by Dolphin. They go back up to McCowan. That's Newhouse down there as well, and then Landon Dieters. Three-pointer from the wing, won't go. McCowan's on the rebound. He gets it swatted away from behind. Another three-point try by Dolphin. That rims out. Rebound is snagged by Travion Carson. Kennedy is going to fight for every single rebound. Heat check three-pointer, bounces off the front iron. Rebound cannot be saved, but it will go back to Valley.
Did he knock that off of Kennedy? I think he might
Had to have been close.
Going over there, yeah, Epperly.
A great crowd has filed in here for this Saturday. Usually a Saturday game, a little bit of a lull. Some people might just stay home, but people recognize this is a top 5 matchup.
Yeah.
Deng double team. Someone's open. Deng, top of the key, goes baseline through traffic, won't go.
Oh, Urick
tried to get his own rebound, but he was out of bounds when it hit him, and it'll be Cougar basketball.
Yeah, Urick was trying to save that, but you're right, he had a foot on the line.
Substitution number 1, Kenzie Reed.
Kenzie Reed checks back into the ball game, and out goes Trey McCowan. Good minutes by McCowan. Dieters checks out as well. Shot clock is dead with 15 seconds to go. Aggressive, tight, competitive first quarter here between two top 5 teams. Courtney, 3 seconds, back up top to Reed. Fires the three at the buzzer. Not going to go. Rebound, put back up and in. Beautifully done by Colby Dolphin. That will do it for the end of the first quarter. Kennedy leads 14-10. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
We
are
so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
For 75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Kennedy has been out-rebounding Valley, and it helps when you turn a rebound right into a point, just like this. Beautiful, beautiful play by Colby Dolphin off the inbound or off the rebound.
And I couldn't see the clock there to see if he did get it off in time because the
It was
red light
close.
didn't come on the basket. So
Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you. Second quarter off and running. Cedar Rapids Kennedy, number 1, leads number 4 Valley, 14-10 as we start the second quarter. Aggressive defense in the first quarter, but rebounding might be the way to go in this type of game.
yeah.
Valley has really had not a big post presence. Neither team has really had a big post presence so far. Three-pointer from the wing, Travion Carson. Brings it back within 1. Cyrus Courtney led Kennedy with 5 in that first quarter. Dang and Robinson led the Valley Tigers with 3. Three-pointer by Dolphin rattles in.
And again, he's a guy you can't leave open. Urick did his job on slack down there, made him kick it out, but nobody picked up Dolphin.
Robinson down low on the paint. He'll go inside. Flop almost called. Almost an and one for Urick. And a flop, almost a flop. You call it flop warning was called on Dolphin.
Yeah.
It's not like they're due anything in high school, but
Yeah, because Robinson came in there, and as soon as there was any kind of close contact, he went flipping back.
the ref definitely said something to Robinson as he was talking, but
yeah, because it looked like they were going to give it on Urick, but
okay, so it's going to be.
But they called it on. They said Robinson was fouled.
I was going to say they're going to
whistle.
talk about
Now they're going to talk it over
because they were waiting for the and one for
yeah, because
Urick.
it looked like Urick was on the putback that they fouled, but now they're going to give it to Zay Robinson, which he's an 81% free throw shooter, and Urick is a 60% free throw shooter. So,
I mean, you'll take it.
Yeah, a little better on the percentages there.
Urick Robinson has already missed 1 today. And he's 3 of 4.
So
Valley gets it within 3.
Back to a 2-point ball game.
Or 2.
Yeah.
Scoreboard didn't update. 17-15. Schlake down low. Easy. 2-pointer.
That time Urick came over to help on the help defense and just left Schlake wide open. He's got to have to sag back and let that guy drive to him unless somebody comes over.
Urick, nice little floater for 2. Short jumper. Back the other way, and another
what a
layup.
move there.
Schlake on the other end.
Urick was slow getting back to him, and he did the reversal, got it up.
3-pointer again, rims out, fight for the rebound, not going to go in Valley's way. Kennedy grabs it, and the Cougars will have it back by 4.
So we had a little defensive spurt, now we're having a little offensive spurt here.
Well, they're trying so hard to get everyone stuck here at the timeline.
Yeah.
Kennedy's moving quick. Valley's trying to keep up. Reed, baseline corner, Cyrus Courtney for 3, rims out. And Robinson's on the glass. And back the other way, offensive foul.
I don't think he gave him enough room, but the official was right there.
Carson got hit, and he lost the ball, so Kennedy will take it. They get the ball back up 4. This is a Kennedy team that can go on a run in split second.
Yeah.
And it's all about if you can keep up with them. Schlake for 3, no. But it's dangerous when a guy like him can shoot from outside. That one almost knocked away. 3-pointer from the wing. Yes!
Kaysen.
Kyle Kaysen for 3.
Taking the shot before the defense gets back and gets set.
Reed all the way gets fouled hard by Robinson. Kenzie Reed has such a quick first step, and that time got to the basket, got fouled going up.
Well, Robinson averages a couple blocks a game. There he got a little body, but all the starters for Valley are pretty good shot blockers.
Kenzie Reed misses his first. Reed, an 83% free throw shooter. He shoots almost 50% from the floor. And as a point guard, you just don't see those numbers very often. You expect that out of a center. Kaysen was the one to bring it back. Urich at the top of the key to Robinson. Long, deep, long pass. Not going to go anywhere for Kyle Kaysen.
It was a good idea to try to hit Carson in the corner, but the pass is a little too long.
Urich checks out, and Marcus McGregor checks in. And McGregor had good minutes there in that first quarter, so.
Yeah. And he'll give Urich a little rest.
Good stop by McGregor. McGregor, good defense on Schlake. McCowan drives baseline, loses it, picked up by Green. Or Courtney, excuse me, and it's taken away. Back the other way comes Kaysen. Kaysen all the way, and he lays it up, and in we're tied.
Is that her first tie?
It's been a while.
So, yeah.
Kennedy has led since the start. McCowan, baseline, floater is good. Boy, he is a good piece off the bench for Kennedy. Back to a 2-point lead. McGregor guarded by Schlake. That's going to be a fun matchup all afternoon. The post matchup in general. Schlake is so fun to watch for Kennedy. Carson back outside. Offensive foul again. That is the second offensive foul committed by Travion Carson. So that's something to look at. That's 16 fouls on Valley, just 3 on Kennedy. It's a 24-22 game, 4 minutes to go in the half. Reed, quick step. Down low, good spin move, blocked back by McGregor. McCowan gets a good interception. They tried to get it to Robinson down the floor. Kenzie Reed wide open for 3, can't let it happen. Defense got a little lax, and the Cougars make a pay for it, 27-22. Robinson all the way off glass, not going to go. Took tons of contact to get there. Reed, baseline, high off the glass and good. Wow, Kenzie Reed and the Cougars cruising here to start, 29-22. We will take a break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Our year-end sales event is going on now at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville.
With over 60 new vehicles in stock on the ground, you can take delivery now.
Every new Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and all DeArmond certified used vehicles are tagged with one low sale price.
DeArmond Automotive Knoxville, DeArmondAuto.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Cedar Rapids Kennedy on top of Valley 29-22. And Dar, it's all thanks to Kenzie Reed, who has been on fire here in the last couple minutes.
And watch how he goes way high off the glass to get around the block. That's right up at the top of the right side square there to get through the block of Travion Carson. And Valley's hit just a little scoring drought here. They tend to have those sometimes, so now they need to come back down, not hurry a shot, but get a good shot and get back in the scoring column, because we're at 7 here. You don't want to see him let Kennedy stretch that out too far.
Well, and already 16 fouls by Valley, so Kennedy could be at the free throw line the rest of the half, and we still got 3 minutes left to go. McGregor, top of the key, he'll go baseline, kicks back outside to Kiki Dang for 3, and it won't go. McGregor, though, knocked it right back out. Good job.
You know, he doesn't have quite the size of Urich, but his body presence is really good. He knows where he's at and how to move around and how to make things happen.
The hounding defense by Kennedy is something of poetry. It is so good to watch and so aggressive, so physical. The Cougars do not let you breathe. McGregor down low on the block, gets swatted back by Cyrus Courtney.
And 10 on the shot clock, so they got him here. they're in their own basket, but they've gotten Valley deep in the shot clock here.
Watch Courtney time this from behind. Beautifully done.
Yeah, I think Westbrook thought he missed the first guy. He didn't see the second coming in.
Ooh, foul down low on Kennedy with 4 seconds to go on the shot clock. And they're going to get this one on Jay Scott, the junior.
But as you said, just the 14 foul, so they have 3 more before Valley's in the bonus here.
Boy, that saved Valley. They only had 4 seconds on the shot clock, and now you get a full 35. Robinson might have had a chance to shoot.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to cock that 3 and fire, but he decided not to.
Urick down low, loses it on the way, and it'll go back to Kennedy. Turnovers are costing Valley here to start this first half.
That's a move the sophomore we're going to see as he gets older. That's going to become automatic too. But right there, just off his knee.
McCowan. Back outside to Dolphin. Dolphin almost got it ripped away. He's backed up against Carson. And we're going to have a 3-second call. So more good defense on both sides of the ball.
But Kennedy penetrates. They move the ball so well, pass the ball. They make your defense really work on every possession.
I'd love to watch a practice.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what Coach McCowan's doing with those guys to get them ready. 29-22. Like you said, Dar, nice little tough scoring drought here by Valley.
The only good thing is I don't think Kennedy has scored in a while either. It's been right at 7.
Dang, Urick down low and good.
There's the penetration they need. They just haven't gotten as much of that with Stinson not in there because he's usually the one that penetrates and gets it going.
Urick's got 4 for the Tigers. Under 1.5 to go. Courtney back outside. Scott for 3. Won't go. Rebound snagged away by Kiki Dang. Here come the Tigers. Dang, all the way and up and in. Nothing was stopping number 2 as he took it to the basket.
Got the spinner to go.
Valley trying to put together a run. No Kenzie Reed on the floor for Kennedy. 3-pointer. Splashes home for Colby Dolphin.
He almost had his heels on the out-of-bounds line over there.
He's an automatic 3-point shooter. He doesn't miss a ton. He's got 2 already this quarter. Spot 3-pointer. Bounces off rim for Kyle Kaysen. No travel called on the possible steal attempt. Kennedy gets it away to Courtney Green. Or Cyrus Courtney, excuse me. Courtney all the way and gets fouled. And Valley doesn't like it. That's Carson's 3rd foul. So he is most likely done for the half. There's only 33 seconds left, but. And this will send Cyrus Courtney to the line. And 6 is first. He's got 6. Valley was put together a little something.
Yeah.
But Kennedy responds.
Answered,
yeah, they've responded most of the time except when Valley tied it. Valley has not led this entire game.
They had it cut in half to 3. And now right back up to 7 or 8 now.
Shot clock is dead. The lead is 8 for Kennedy. Robinson. Top of the key, waiting for something to develop. He's quickly doubled. He's got to get rid of it soon. Cross court to Kiki Dang. Dang will drive baseline into traffic, gets fouled. And I believe they're going to get this one on. That's number
Kennedy
4.
fans are saying he went straight up, but that's consistent with what they've called on the other end on the body.
And Coach McCowan not happy as he's talking to the official. Just 5 team fouls called on Kennedy, and Kiki Dang misses his first. 11 seconds left on the clock. Kennedy will get a good shot here to try to grab another bucket before halftime. Dang hits his second free throw. He has got 6. Reed, 7 seconds to go. Dolphin gets it across the timeline. Dolphin doubled, picked up, taken away, and we got a foul.
Yeah.
With
it looked like he was
left.
pulling away and then just got.
Now, for Valley's sake, though, they are not going to the line. That is one foul short of being a bonus shot. So with .4 left, Valley will have to just chuck this thing up.
Valley, they're doing that where they get you out high here and then they're squeezing you with the ball and trapping.
Robinson at the horn. Won't go. And a wild first half comes to the end. 34-27. Cedar Rapids Kennedy on top of West Des Moines Valley. We'll take a break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
For 75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Mornings. They can be hectic.
Let's go!
So can your car, so to get free pickup, drop-off, or delivery, head over to Honest Wrenches. And their loaner vehicles?
No extra charge.
Find your peace of mind with even more wonderful services.
Every vehicle that comes in gets a full visual inspection and a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty. No extra charge.
Head on over to Honest Wrenches. No extra charge, and it's how service should be.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Welcome back to Valley High School here in West Des Moines, Iowa. Back on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this afternoon. Cedar Rapids Kennedy, number 1, leads number 4th ranked Valley 34-27. I'd say about what we expected for a game like this. Valley star player Curtis Stinson out with an ankle injury. Valley has still hold their own. And Kennedy is very good. If anyone had any doubts, I didn't, but I know some people did. Kennedy is very good.
Well, and their quick ball movement, they're moving it around and they're getting it, finding that backside open three so much. Valley's going to have to talk a little bit about that, especially like Urick. He'll stop a couple guys in the lane and then they kick it outside for a wide open three. And then, of course, Dolphin, anywhere out there, it seems like he's within range, and so you got to be sure you're at least identifying him. But that's what Kennedy has done so well. On the other end, they could pick up the rebounding a little bit. They've given Kennedy, Valley several offensive rebounds. And, McGregor's come in and played pretty well in there. And Urick needs to step it up just a little bit inside against the Kennedy matchup here.
Kenzie Reed leads all scorers with 9 for Kennedy. Colby Dolphin with 8. Cyrus Courtney with 7. And then Micah Schlake has 8. For Valley, Kiki Dang has 6. And another top scorer, Kyle Kaysen, actually the top scorer for Valley at 7. There's also been a couple just threes on breakaways, like Valley just taking almost heat checks almost from beyond the three-point line. And sometimes I feel like with Kennedy, such a high-scoring team, they almost get teams to think, okay, we got to keep shooting threes if we want to keep up.
And that's the thing. You can't get into, you rush it. You got to get a good shot, and you can't be in a hurry to throw it up and shoot out of rhythm because you're right. They had a couple of those that they missed there, and then that just ends up, if you don't get the rebound, you have an empty possession. And with this Cedar Rapids Kennedy team, you can't afford many empty possessions.
No, not at all. This is a Kennedy team that averages 77 points per game, Valley at 64. So right now, Kennedy's, they're about on track, but Valley doing all they can trying to keep up. Valley has not led. They did tie it at one point, but they have not led. It's been all Cedar Rapids Kennedy here so far, trying to hang on to that number one ranking because if Kennedy loses, most likely they will probably try to drop them a little bit farther down the ranking totem. So that's something that Kennedy has to watch out for. But if you get past this, they should be undefeated all the way to the state tournament. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for your second half of action. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
For 75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Do you know what the best part about being a dog is? You can hear disaster before it even happens. You know what they say about disaster. Sometimes it can inspire a symphony. An honest day's work deserves an honest day's treat.
No extra charge.
And that is why we choose Honest Wrenches. No extra charge. And it's how service should be.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you here this afternoon at Valley High School. Cedar Rapids Kennedy leads West Des Moines Valley 34-27. No score yet, or no leading score yet for Valley. It's been all Kennedy. Dar, Valley trailing by just 7. That's not bad from what they've had so far. What do they got to do here in the second half, and what does Kennedy got to do to keep Valley from behind?
Well, Kennedy just keep moving that ball around like they have been. Keep the pressure up. Valley might have, again, some tired legs after playing last night. Move it around. They're finding that open 3 on the kick out if it's there, if they can't get it inside. For Valley, they got to figure that out defensively. If one time Urick came down and helped here, and then they left somebody wide open in the middle too. You got to talk more defensively and spread out, and then offensively, you talked about it a little bit. You can't rush your shots, and then they have to pass a little better too, because Kennedy will trap you up here high too, just the same as Valley is doing. So you got to move that ball. You can't stand around, because as soon as you slow down here in the corners, Kennedy's going to trap you as well. So they need to move their ball. Valley move their ball around a little better, more ball movement on offense, and defensively move a little better too. Kennedy so far, everything, they just been playing high octane like they do, and it's easy to see why they average 77 points, because that ball's always moving. They're always looking for the open shooter.
Well, we talked about it earlier. Valley has already beaten a number 1 team in the state of Iowa this year already. Can they do it again here against Cedar Rapids Kennedy as we get ready for the second half to get going? Don't forget, coming up after this, about 15 minutes after we wrap up here, it will be Ankeny taking on Linn-Mar, another Metro Central Iowa, Eastern Iowa matchup. The Hawks trying to get back going on a little bit of a rough skid for the Hawks so far this season, coming off a loss to Valley last night.
Valley needs to make a little bit of a run here early in the half to try to reel them back in just a bit.
Kenzie Reed leads all scorers with 9 points for the Cougars. Courtney, turnaround. Beautiful shot by Cyrus Courtney.
Just a bit of a fadeaway over Urick, and it right in there.
Now he's got 9. Foul trouble was a issue for Valley. They got Kennedy in the bonus pretty early in the second quarter for the most part. 6 fouls committed by Kennedy, 7 by Valley. Carson had it for a second, goes back outside to Robinson. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. 5 seconds to go. Dang. Baseline all the way and up and under, blows the layup.
He lost that ball going up. Otherwise, he lays it over the center of the rim. But then he had to try to put it off the glass because he lost the handle.
Valley thought that they had a reach. Kenzie Reed gets it blocked or loses it on the way up. Courtney to the corner. 3-pointer by Dolphin. No. And rebound. Snagged back away by Kaysen. Boy, anytime Dolphin shoots it, you got to kind of hold your breath if you're a Valley fan. He's been so good today.
And he's loaded up with not much pressure on him, too.
Good passing by the Tigers. Robinson all the way. Offensive foul. Is that 3 or 4 offensive fouls so far today on Valley?
I think that's 3.
Now, Kennedy was called for a flop warning earlier. That was called against Colby Dolphin. Not that that does anything at the high school level. It's just the ref saying, hey, that's a flop. Schlake for 3. Yes. Micah Schlake starting to get in on the action, and Kennedy's starting to pull away. 39-27 Cougars. Valley cannot go on scoring droughts like they did in that second quarter. That one ripped away by Courtney. The Cougars look to push it back and extend their lead. Dolphin had it for a second, steps back. He'll fire a 3. Had contact, no foul. Back the other way, Kaysen.
Yeah, you can't be out of control.
Loses it. Here comes Dolphin back the other way. Fades and puts it in. Colby Dolphin hits the shot. Cougars pulling away. Full timeout. We'll take a break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas at Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Cedar Rapids Kennedy on top of Valley 41-27. A 7-0 start to start the quarter, Dar. It is all Kennedy. Turnovers, couple missed shots. It's hurting Valley.
This looks like a rewind of last night. Ankeny started out the second half 8-0 run to cut the Valley lead down to 4. Here it's a 7-0 run by Kennedy to up their lead from 7 to 14. So Valley's had these slow starts coming out in the second half, and now they need to get it around. And then they penetrated and rushed that time on the replay we saw and threw it away. You can't rush it, but you got to come down, and get a good shot. Kennedy took them down the shot clock down there too, and they had to throw up one.
Absolutely.
So, but credit this pressure defense, and here they come again with it.
Kaysen has it, gets it across the timeline and into the front court. He'll be left wide open for three, and he rims out, can't get it. Urick tries to go after the rebound, and it's last touched by a Cougar. And Valley will catch a break and get the ball back and try to break this drought here of not scoring.
That wasn't a bad shot by Kaysen. It just rolled out of there. Now they need to get a play and get a good shot.
Chuck Epperly has it here. I'll go to the top to Zay Robinson. Urick had a mismatch there. Long three by Epperly. That's no good off back iron. Robinson with the rebound. He'll go through traffic and one. That was I'm not letting anyone stop me.
No,
we're going to the basket.
I don't care. It's either going to be a bucket or a charge or something here. And it's an and one, as you see. Long rebound. Jump stop, hop in, put it up off the glass.
I don't know if you saw it. When Urick had the ball with his back faced, McCowan stood there and immediately went to, all right, I'm going to take a charge. Immediately got in position, or maybe it was Carter Newhouse. Got in position, said, all right. He got ready and was like, I'm ready to take a charge if it happens. So Kennedy, they're taught well by Coach McCowan. When a guy comes at you, at least set your feet and give yourself a chance.
And probably looking at watching Valley, they know they do like to
drive.
Yeah,
they do. I mean, it's an aggressive team. Reed, good pickup by Carson. Green almost had it knocked away by Robinson. Corner to McCowan. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Look out. Kenzie Reed, he's an explosive weapon. He turns around and fires a fader. Won't go. Robinson on the rebound.
That's the first time Valley's gotten them deep in the shot clock.
Back the other way. One-handed slam by Urick.
Off the assist by Robinson, Zay Robinson.
McCowan goes back to the corner. This is Colby Dolphin. McCowan, baseline blocking foul.
Well, they closed out there. They got the foul, but at least they closed out. Let's see the dunk here again coming up. And there's Zay Robinson. Good look. Everybody takes him, and he lucky he didn't get another charge there.
I mean, Kennedy's going to, if they see a guy coming, it's go to the floor. That's how it's been. I mean, it's an aggressive style of basketball, and it'll work if you get the good officials to get on your side. And if you stand your ground, you'll be good. But there's another blocking foul on Kiki Dang. So that's 3 fouls on Valley so far.
But they closed out there on Dolphin. You don't want to close that tight where you foul him, but maybe get a little physical too. I don't know.
It's possible.
A little message here.
There's a little bit of pushing and shoving after that Urick three or Urick dunk. And Kennedy wants this thing. Dolphin for three, air balls. And Kennedy, this is a big game. Kennedy has been doubted all season long. They've sat number one ever since Waukee and Waukee Northwest basically imploded on each other. And they just kind of beat each other up. Kennedy has stayed the number one team, and everyone's like, there's no way Kennedy's the top team when they're blowing everybody out. Now Kennedy gets a shot to shine on a big stage, and they're making the most of it. This is a very talented Cedar Rapids Kennedy team that easily wants to avenge a state title loss last year. Carson caught in the corner. Go back up top to Robinson. Urick on a screen, he missed. Robinson will go baseline, up and under move, won't go. Urick's on the glass.
But what did they get? They got penetration by Zay Robinson. That's what they need. You got to penetrate the defense. Don't get trapped up high.
Don't look now. Travion Urick starting to come alive. Under 3.5 to go here in the third, and we got an offensive foul. Valley basketball.
So they got it back down to the 7 that it had been.
Take a look at the replay. Again, watch Urick. Just kind of wait for this. Nobody covering Urick. Everybody jumped down to the basket.
Yeah, that time is what Valley had been doing earlier. Everybody pursued the ball, and nobody looked on the backside. And that's got to give Urick some more confidence, too, down there.
Robinson, quick single move to the basket. Three-pointer from the corner. Yes!
Penetrating kick.
Kyle Kaysen for three. Valley has come right back in within 4. Now Kennedy's on a scoring drought. It was 41-27, 10-0 run by the Tigers.
Yeah, they started the second half a 7-0 run. Kennedy did, and they haven't scored since that.
Reed working on Robinson. Kicks to the corner to Courtney. Jay Scott for a second. Reed, baseline, up and under, goes back to Courtney. Courtney dribbles through a couple and puts it up and in. Good take by Cyrus Courtney.
That guy can finish.
Timeout on the floor, 30-second timeout by Coach McCowan as things are getting tight here in Valley High School.
And Kennedy needed that. They needed somebody to take control. The shot clock winded down, and Cyrus Courtney, the junior, goes in there, shoots over the top. We'll see it here.
Well, take a look. This is the replay on the three-pointer.
Yeah, the dish out, the three to Kaysen.
Things are tightening right back up as Kennedy had a 41-27 lead, and now Valley has got it within 4. But, this is how this game has been. Valley gets it close, and then, Kennedy takes right back off.
Kennedy zooms right back out and holds him right out there at 7 or so. They got it below double figures. They got it to 6. Kaysen is, he's been averaging about 7. He had 13 last night. He's really done well off the bench and filled in when they needed him here.
Kaysen's got 12 unofficially. One big part of Kennedy's, slower start here in this break, Kenzie Reed has not scored here in the second half.
And Zay Robinson with the ball in his hands. He's been the one that's making the offense go for Valley.
The lead is 6 with under 2.5 to go here in the third quarter. Kaysen. Cross court to Kiki Dang. Dang goes baseline, gets caught up. Carson tries it over to Kaysen for 3. No. Urick fights for the rebound. He'll go back up strong. Not going to go. Kaysen grabs the rebound. Up and under. He gets fouled, and now Valley will go to the line, and the whole crowd was waiting for it.
And you see the confidence of Urick there? Did you see that backhand catch and turn around, attack the basket?
We're watching a man grow up right in front of us.
Yeah, he's
only a sophomore.
Stepped it up.
So Kyle Kaysen will go to the line. That was probably the best rebounding possession that Valley has had all game.
And here, too, at the line, Valley missed, probably 3-4 free throws in the first half. Against Kennedy, you can't give up those points that you have at the line.
Kaysen hits him,
thankfully.
Back within 4. How about this rally by Valley here in the third?
See how Kennedy responds.
Ooh, had a baseline drive. Crumry didn't take it. Instead, he'll fire a long 2, and it's good.
That was a nice play, though. He didn't take the 3 under pressure. He faked his man by him and took the open 2.
Robinson at the wing, guarded by Reed. 1:23 to go here in the third. Robinson. Again, great defense by Kennedy. Down low. Offensive foul. And Robinson shakes his head and he doesn't know what to do. Offensive fouls galore committed by Valley. Let's see where the feet set. Oh, I don't know.
Nah.
It was close. Kennedy gets it back up 6.
They've been calling them both teams here. Not giving you much leeway.
No, and fouls are pretty even. 4 fouls for Valley, 3 for Kennedy. Crumry for 3, won't go. Rebound bounced around, and that will be saved by Kennedy. Probably not what he wanted to do because now Valley's got numbers. Urick down low, off glass, won't go.
He thought he got bumped.
Kenzie Reed down low. Crumry putting together a couple good shots, won't go. 37 seconds to go. Bad pass by Carson. Back the other way. And a missed shot. Out of bounds on Courtney. Or excuse me, not Courtney. It was actually going to be, I thought it was out on Courtney, but it's actually going to be Kennedy basketball.
Might have been, they're saying Carson. I don't know if Carson, I don't think he got a piece of that shot, but he did make him alter it.
Shot clock is dead. Courtney, tough pass to Crumry, and he goes underneath. Not going to go. Boy, they are letting them play today. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock is still dead. I don't know what to tell you. This is aggressive basketball.
Well, they're letting them body up unless it's a charge call.
Timeout Valley. I assume it'll be a quick 30-second timeout. Yes, it will be. So you got to set up a shot here to set yourself up for a good fourth quarter. You definitely want to get it within at least 3 if you can. But yeah, in a game like this, they're calling a lot, but at the same time, they're not calling a ton. You just got to be prepared.
Well, it's the area when you're going into drive, they're and that defender steps in there. They're giving the defender the charge, but out front, they're letting you bump around a little bit, which it's been consistent, B.J. Windhorst talking there, arguing his case on that. He didn't like that last charge call.
One thing to note as we go to the fourth, 1 timeout left for Valley. Kendi has 4. I assume we will not see another Valley timeout till at least the end. Robinson.
Oh.
No, couldn't get it to go. And that will do it for the end of the third quarter. Got a good look. Don't go away. We're in for a good one. 45-39. Kennedy leads over Valley. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you. Number 1 versus number 4. Kennedy leads Valley 45-39.
And if nothing else, this is the type of game you want.
This is
winding down toward the end of the season. You want a game where you're tested, and both these teams are here.
Well, and if the seeds stay the same like we have, as Robinson had it underneath and loses it, and that's a big turnover by Valley. These two teams, realistically, will probably meet again at the state tournament.
Yeah, and Robinson, he knows that was a nifty pass by Urich, and Robinson just let it get through his hands.
Kennedy led 41-27 at one point in the third quarter. Valley got it all the way back within 4, but that's pretty much been it. They get it within 4 or tie, and they just can't seem to take the lead. Schlake steps in and fires a 2. Won't go. Rebound bounced up. How about the height by Courtney to get it back? Reed for 3. He was quiet in the third, did not score a single point. Here comes Kiki Dang the other way. Gets fouled and one.
Wow, it seemed like he was fouled pretty deep down the lane, didn't it? I don't know.
He was fouled maybe around the three-point line, but I guess they were going to say he was in motion.
Yeah.
And he gets a chance to bring it within 3.
Kennedy has not been hitting the threes from outside
not
like
as
they were
much.
early, and part of that is Valley closing.
Within 3 is Valley.
Pressure.
Valley coming off a game last night against Ankeny, a 60-47 win. Kennedy beat Iowa City High on Thursday night, 76-44. This is a Kennedy team that averages 77 points per contest. Reed spins, fires. No, can't get the lucky bounce. Valley with a chance to tie. Robinson, baseline. Dang. Has it here. Goes back outside to Carson. He almost lost it. And Valley will reset with 22 seconds on the shot clock.
Looking for a Urick screen.
Carson back outside to Dang. Still nothing going. Kiki all the way. Tough layup, won't go. A lot of contact, no foul. Kenzie Reed, turnaround. That won't go, and Kenzie Reed can't hit. He still has not scored in the second half.
Kennedy now in a little bit of a cold stretch here.
Now can Valley take the lead? They haven't been able to do
they
it all
haven't been
game.
able to close it out here.
Kyle Kaysen with the ball. He's been big today. Again, no Curtis Stinson for Valley. Twisted his ankle last night. He has not played. He's Valley's leading scorer. Urick down low. Turn around to good. He had a complete mismatch down low, and he takes advantage.
He saw the size because Blake was out here guarding Kaysen at the top, and when he got down there was no big man to match Urick.
1 point game. Newhouse. Over to the corner. Dolphin losing it out of bounds, and it will stay Kennedy basketball.
Kaysen tried to sell it.
He tried.
But the official said no. Here comes McGregor back in to give Urick a rest. Urick has really had a good second half here.
McCowan gets it in, or had it there for a second. Reed picked up by Carson.
See, they're not giving that deep room for the shots as they were earlier.
Boy, Schlake hit the floor, and Reed wanted to get back to him. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Reed, baseline, has to get it away to Courtney. He did not get it off. Shot clock violation.
I think that's the first violation. We had a couple where they had to throw up wild ones at the end. But I think that's the first one we've had where there was a violation. So now what can Valley do with it here? They've never led. They tied it once, but have never led.
A 17-4 run is what Valley is on currently, ever since halfway through the third quarter. Robinson, Valley looks a little confused. Back outside to Kaysen. Kaysen thought about a three, didn't take it. McGregor now at the top of the key. Carson to the corner, back down to McGregor. McGregor up
nice
for two in the lead.
He drove, drew the defender to him, bounced it right through to McGregor.
First lead of the ball game for Valley. Schlake to McCowan in the corner. McCowan, baseline, fouled by Kaysen from behind.
Yeah, he got all ball, but he got into him with the body. Let's see this now. Watch. Now he drives baseline, bounces right through, and the defender's late to come over against McGregor.
How about that ball move?
And McGregor, he's a bigger body, but he's in control when he goes to the basket.
This will send McCowan to the line to shoot two, and Trey knocks down his first. That's his third point.
And our second tie of the game.
And Dara, that is the first point for Kennedy this quarter. Almost 4 full minutes of scoreless basketball for the Cougars. And Kennedy retakes the lead by 1. Dang. Picked up in the corner. He goes baseline. Up and under move. No, he stepped out of bounds. Tried to go baseline. And he steps on the baseline.
That was tight. Any more of these guys, Valley especially, that shot under the basket there, used to be you didn't want to get under there because the basket blocked you, but they're so athletic and moving around, they can come up under and reverse it.
Under 4.5 to go here in the fourth quarter. Dolphin fouled from behind. Well, if Kennedy can't score from the perimeter, they're going to try to get it to the free throw line here.
And that makes the 16 foul on Valley, so Kennedy will be shooting the 1-and-1 from here on out, and Kennedy only has 4.
Dolphin to the line to shoot 2. Sinks his first.
Yeah, you look down the line, their free throw shooters are just they got 4 guys shooting 80% from the line or better. Dolphin won them 83.3.
Splashes home both of them. Kennedy gets the lead back to 3.
And here's where you play for a good shot. You don't have to rush it. You don't have to have a 3, but if it's there.
Carson for 3. Just his 6th point. They're both 3-pointers. We're tied at 49. Back and forth we go. Dolphin works his way inside. He's blocked by Urich. Got his own rebound, though. They go back down to Schlake. Schlake up over top of Urich. Robinson back outside. Kaysen fading away, too. Not going to go. That was a tough shot.
Yeah.
And here comes Kennedy. McCowan to Reed in the corner. He's doubled. Somebody's open. Dolphin, baseline. Schlake, mid-range jumper is good. He does not miss those.
No. Both he and Urich are adept at that baseline jumper for the big men. So back up to 4. Kennedy answers the run.
Urich, top of the key, hands over to Carson. And we got a foul down low on Kennedy. That is the 5th foul by the Cougars. See a lot of hands on hips right now.
Well, they're getting a mismatch there with Urich when they switch off. And he feels that or sees that, and he's posting up on him.
Carson for 3 again. No, rims out. Would have been a huge shot.
Not a bad shot on the inbound either.
Big opportunity for Kennedy. Reed caught up. Schlake for 3. Yes! The big man has come alive in the final minutes and extends the lead back to 7.
It says he's shooting 83% from 3-point range. I don't think he shoots a lot, but.
Kaysen's 3 won't go. Now Valley can't hit.
Well, and here's where you get into, you don't have to answer that 3 right away.
Dolphin for 3.
Yep.
And just like that, Cedar Rapids Kennedy has blown this thing back open.
You go from tied to 10-point lead. Wow.
Full timeout on the floor. We'll take a break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Our year-end sales event is going on now at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville.
With over 60 new vehicles in stock on the ground, you can take delivery now.
Every new Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and all DeArmond certified used vehicles are tagged with one low sale price.
DeArmond Automotive Knoxville, DeArmondAuto.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker, Dar Danielson with you. Take a look at the replay here. Dar, we just saw a run put together by the #1 team of the state. That proves they're the #1 team. What an unbelievable job by Kennedy.
Yeah, the way they answered, and that's the second straight 3 by them to bump the lead up. I said it was tied, and then they, boom, before you know it, they're up by 10. That puts Valley in a situation now with 2:17 to go. You cannot have any empty offensive possessions right now. Doesn't mean you jack up the 3s, but you got to come down and get some kind of points here and then go back and play defense.
Absolutely. All righty. 10-point game. 2:15 to go. Does Valley have one more run left in them? 3-pointer by Dang in the corner. Actually, we're going to have a foul down low, and Valley didn't want it.
No, Dang hits
because Dang hits the 3, and so that will put Valley at 6 fouls for Kennedy now.
Yeah, so
the Tigers will throw in.
Valley will be shooting on the next foul, the one in the bonus, but it's kind of like calling the timeout after the kicker kicks it through the,
Urich doubled. Foul again, that time on McCowan. So that will send Urich to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. And I don't know if that's who you want at the free throw line for Valley.
60% free throw shooter, Urich is.
What a game so far today. It's a Saturday. It feels like this has been a college basketball game with the vibe that's thrown out as Urich knocks down his first free throw. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for round 2 between these two teams at the state tournament.
Yeah. Now let's see. If you make the free throw, then you can pressure out of it.
Can't get it to go. If everything holds serve, Kennedy just has to pretty much hang on to what they've been doing, and they should be getting to the state tournament as a 1 seed.
What a play by Dolphin to save that from going out.
He's been huge the last couple minutes here. Valley's tightening up on defense. Probably going to start fouling. If not, they're trying to. Courtney underneath. And he gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, he'll get 2 instead of the 1. If he would have fouled him before the shot, it would have been a 1-on-1. Of course, he was thinking block, but Courtney just has such good control on the attack when he's going at the basket, fading away or attacking it.
And Courtney rims out on his first.
And I'm not going to praise him again because I don't want to jinx the second free throw.
It's a heck of a basketball
Oh,
player.
he is.
His vertical has been unbelievable to watch when he goes up for rebounds. Rattles home the second.
Back to 10.
Yeah. It's an uphill battle for Valley here with 1.5 to go. And they got to shoot quick. Urick backing down over to Kiki Dang for 3, and it rattles out. Courtney on the rebound. I don't think Kennedy will get to their 77 points per game benchmark, but still a very, very strong showing by the Cougars today, and they will get their first top 5 win on their resume. And this is a talented Valley team. They beat Waukee Northwest once. They've lost to Waukee twice, so I think then everybody will say, well, let's see Waukee and Kendi. Well, as of right now, that looks like what the title game could be.
And, you know, I said even without Stinson, I thought they had enough offensive power to stay with them. But, again, we go back. It was tied, and all of a sudden Kennedy, boom, pops off a couple threes. They go right back up by 10.
A lot of it thanks to this man right here, Colby Dolphin. He misses the front end of the 1-and-1, and Valley tries to get it back, and they can't. Kennedy gets the steal, and there's a timeout by the Cougars to rethink.
And those are the hustle plays when you're number 1 and you're making those that get you the wins.
Full timeout. We'll be right back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore. 109th and Douglas in Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Cedar Rapids Kendi on top of West Des Moines Valley, 60-50. Don't forget, coming up after this, Ankeny and Linn-Mar will take the stage here at the Valley High School home court. We're pretty much right on time. That was slated to start at 2:30. We might start either just behind.
Yeah.
But Dar Danielson, Blake Walker will be on the call for that one. What a game this has been. Number 1 and number 4, Kennedy, the number 1 team in the state of Iowa, undefeated. Looks like they will hang on and retain their undefeated status.
We got a chance to see them play ahead. We got a chance to see them get behind, come back, tied, make the spurt. You don't find many weaknesses offensively, defensively either, really, with them now.
They fit the criteria of the number 1 team in the state. Absolutely. They do get another tough game with Cedar Rapids Xavier on February 14th. So happy Valentine's Day, Kennedy. Have a good one against Cedar Rapids Kendi. The Saints have been an on and off team this season. They went on a little bit of a skid there for a little bit, but they're a tough team out of Eastern Iowa as well. But I'm glad we got to see this, Central Iowa. It's a good matchup. See how you're feeling as you get ready for the postseason. Know what you got to work on against some of the top teams in the state of Iowa. Reed knocks both of them down. That's his first points since the second quarter. Kiki Dang can't get it to go. That's kind of been how it's gone. Let's see if Valley continues to foul here, and they will. And like you said, for Valley, without Curtis Stinson, I felt like they held their own pretty well. We hope Curtis gets back and ready to go. He's in a boot, and he was with crutches today. So we'll see how everything shakes out for him, but Valley could definitely use him back. But this Kennedy team has stayed pretty healthy for the most part. And we haven't yet to see their sub-state yet, or the regionals, if you call it that. But should be soon to see them.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's the worst time of year to have that.
It is a
late
tough
in the
time to get
season.
injured.
If you have it early, you can, take a little time and come back. But we'll see.
In Valley, it's almost like they got to wonder, are they cursed? Because last year, it was the same thing with the bigger guy. I can't think of his name. But that was a big loss.
The tight end.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
Oh, my gosh. Why can't – Well, that is going to be a victory for Cedar Rapids Kennedy. 64-50 is going to be your final score. If you had any doubts about the Cougars, put them to bed, because this is a state championship caliber team. Not just state tournament. This is a state championship caliber team, and they put the whole state on notice today if they hadn't already this season, and get a big win. Their first top 5 win of the season. 64-50 is your final score. Cedar Rapids Kennedy defeats Valley. Final thoughts on this one, Dar, as we wrap up and get you ready for the next one.
Well, credit to Valley coming out. You lose your leading scorer, but they came right out. They played hard. We saw some of the other players step up.
Yeah.
And they found out, too, what the mark is. You can't, a top team you're playing against, you can't give them any breathing room at all, because Kennedy took it and shot out to a 10-point lead there. But, yeah, impressed by Kennedy here today. Also impressed by the effort by Valley, and we'll see how they do here. And hopefully Curtis Stinson will get back and be able to play with them here in the postseason.
18 points for Colby Dolphin of Cedar Rapids Kennedy. He gets back to a season-high scoring average. That is how that shapes out, as he had a big ending of that game to pull Kennedy away. We're going to take a break for about 10 minutes roughly. We'll be back for our second game of Ankeny and Linn-Mar. Thank you for watching the Central Iowa Sports Network. Cedar Rapids Kennedy defeats Valley 64-50. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at TruckEquipmentInc.com.
Well, welcome back to Valley High School here on a Saturday afternoon doubleheader. Rare boys doubleheader. We saw the number 1 team defeat Valley, the number 4 team here in our first matchup this afternoon. Now we have the Linn-Mar Lions from Eastern Iowa coming over to play Ankeny here at the Cold Iron Field House. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker with you, and did Linn-Mar have a game last night?
Yes, they did. Lost to Western Dubuque 68-61.
Okay, so both these teams are on an equal footing that way as far as that goes. Ankeny did give a good ball game to Valley last night. They cut it to within 4 at the start of the second half. Then Valley went on to pull away from them. They have some good pieces there. Leo Aguirre, he had 23 points, and Carson Johnson, both juniors, he had 13 for him last night. But they have some younger players too, and I haven't seen a lot out of Linn-Mar here, but have you seen anything out of them and what they have?
Talented team. I mean, 7-10 record on the season. Davis Kem is really one of the best players to watch, or Davis Kern, excuse me.
Yeah.
Sophomore, averages about 20 points per contest. they play a lot of tough teams out in eastern Iowa. I mean, they've played Xavier, Waterloo West the last 5 games. That's tough. Very talented team. I mean, they're a good coach squad. Payson Neidert is also very solid, just a sophomore. They're young. 2 sophomores lead the way for Linn-Mar. So, 2 very young teams, 2 teams not having the greatest of seasons. Ankeny's obviously just on a tough skid of 5 straight losses. Pretty much to all really good teams. That loss to Urbandale, they've been swept by Urbandale now, I think. So that's not the best spot for them to be in. But I think today is a good day to get your footing. You're going to get your pairings figured out on Monday, who you're going to play in the postseason. Get something positive going. And pairings aren't done yet. Make one last push for a different spot in your pairing. That makes a big difference today.
Yeah, and get a win, because win builds confidence, and it's not like I said the other night, last night against Valley, it wasn't like they played super poorly. They're just a little better team, and that's the thing that Ankeny faces here. You got a lot of highly ranked teams that you're going up against night after night.
Well, and they haven't played bad. You lost to Centennial on pretty much a buzzer beater, so that was almost a victory. You held on with Northwest better than you did the first time they played them. You lost to Dowling. They pretty much got ran out of the gym, but came back a little bit better. Same thing with Valley, same thing with Urbandale. I mean, they're not losing by a ton. They're in these games. They just got to start hitting shots. Something's got to go your way. That's kind of the end-all, be-all for this one today.
All righty, so we're ready for our second half of our doubleheader. We'll be coming up here in just a bit. We'll take a break and come back with more after this on CISN.TV.
For 1,300 vehicles on WauKeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WauKeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WauKeeChevy.com.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
I'm off to college. Oh, rats!
Hi, Joe the car guy with a reminder. Before you send your kids off to school, set up an appointment with Westside Auto. We check everything from tires to belts, fluids, hoses, wipers, and lights. 44 inspection points to help prevent that oh rats moment for your students. Call us today to set up your appointment. We'll have your kids off to school saying,
For the best, head west.
Westside Auto.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
At Valley High School, Cold Iron Fieldhouse, the second of a doubleheader boys basketball action. I can't remember the last time I called a boys doubleheader.
It's been a while. A rare Saturday matchup. You got to like it.
Kind of fun, though, to see. And, again, you get to see a team from the other side of the state that you don't normally see. Which you may see that coming into the tournament. You get to see how you make some adjustments here. And I think getting off to a good start will probably be the key for both these teams here.
Yeah, I mean, they don't know each other. Last time they played each other was 2016, so nobody here was on any of those rosters, obviously. So it's been a while. Get familiar back with yourselves. I mean, this is a good chance for Central Iowa to see what Eastern Iowa has to bring. Good chance for Eastern Iowa to see what Central Iowa has to bring. It's a shame we don't see more of these type of things. You know, the Big Ten always has the Big Ten ACC Challenge. I've always wanted to see a CIML versus like Mississippi Valley's Conference Challenge or something like that, just to get these teams noticing each other.
Yeah, like a holiday tournament or something. Let's go to our PA address announcer.
This varsity boys basketball game between the Lions of Linn-Mar High School and the Hawks from Ankeny High School. Our officials for today's game are Chad Shellmeyer, Jerry Kinder, and TJ Augustine. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineups. For the Linn-Mar Lions, number 1, Mason Nieters. And for the Ankeny Hawks, number 3, Maddox Ward. For Linn-Mar, number 5, Owen Olmstead. And for Ankeny, number 5, Jamison Patton. For the Lions, number 11, Jackson Severson. And for the Hawks, number 11, Carson Johnson. For Linn-Mar, number 22, Davis Kern. And for Ankeny, number 21, Leo Aguirre. And for Linn-Mar, number 33, Ian Mindrup. And for Ankeny, number 53, Devin Akers. The Lions are led by head coach Christopher Robertson, and the Hawks are led by head coach Grant Carlson.
And we're just about ready to tip it off here. Got a new set of officials. A couple of those guys are recognized. They've been around a long time. Here is about ready to go. Ankeny will be in the white uniforms today, and Linn-Mar in the black with the checkered
We're going racing
stripes,
here,
the
Linn-Mar.
racing stripes. Yeah, I was going to say,
Pretty cool.
Got Mr. Race Fan next to me here. And
nice little checkered flag pattern.
so Kern and Akers to jump it up at center court. Akers taps it back there for Carson Johnson, and we're underway here in the second half of our doubleheader today. Aguirre over to Ward, now back to Aguirre. He goes down the lane, puts it up high off the glass and good.
Boy, he's fun to watch. I mean, 39% from the floor. He's a good, I feel like he fit in well if he plays college basketball. He's just going to be a good, strong type of player on offense.
Right side jumper, no good. Rebound, push back out. The rebound by Olmstead, and there's the two by Severson to tie it up.
Severson's only played in 9 games so far this season, so must have been injured or some sort for Linn-Mar.
Pass knocked away by Nieder. And they'll go inside. Back around up and no good, and Akers gets the rebound. And back the other way for Ankeny. Down the lane, Johnson kicks it out. Now Aguirre for 3, no good. Rebound comes off to Davis Kern, the sophomore. And he'll take the 3, and it's no good. And they're going to call Mindrup for a hold underneath on the rebound.
And Kern, for his size, is just a sophomore, so he'll be wrecking havoc for a couple of years. He's almost 50% from the three-point line, 32 of 70 on the year from beyond the arc. So he could take and make those shots.
Yeah, Kern averaging about 20 points a game. Severson, 11. Here's a 3 by Carson Johnson. He's their leading scorer.
Maddox Ward, actually.
Or excuse me, Ward,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Maddox not too bad from 3 either, 35% three-point shooter.
They kick it out, and he'll run it down before it crosses half court. And then turned over.
Linn-Mar 7-10 coming into today, coming out of the eastern side of Iowa. Obviously, have played a lot of these eastern schools. I believe they have played Kennedy, who we just saw in that last matchup. So, competition's still tough out there on the eastern side of Iowa. Don't let it fool you. Dubuque Senior, Cedar Falls, very good teams out there.
Patton throws it over to Ward. He drives baseline, tried to shove it in there to Akers. It does go off of Linn-Mar, though, and stays with Ankeny with 14 on the shot clock.
And Ankeny, they like to move the basketball. I mean, it's not like you see a lot of single takes to the lane. If anyone takes it to the lane, it's Aguirre, just because he can use his size to advantage.
There's Johnson tries to go inside Akers, off. Now Patton drives 3 seconds. Up, Akers rebound, Aguirre down the lane, and good.
And what did I say? I mean, Aguirre goes to the lane. Linn-Mar kind of stood there, didn't take a charge of any sorts. That's easy for Leo to get that job done. This is a big game for Ankeny. Trying to break this 5-game losing streak they're currently sitting on. Got to get a big win here before pairings come out on Monday.
Mindrup from the free throw line, no good. Aguirre with the rebound. Over to Ward, back to Johnson. Aguirre looked at the three, now kicks it over to Patton. He'll pull up at the elbow, no good. Akers rebounds, back to Patton, no good. And pulled down by Kern.
It's been good to see Patton back in the lineup. He only is playing his 13th game of the season compared to, 18 games they played all year, 19?
Oh, blocked down low by Devin Akers. Here comes Ankeny. Aguirre spins through and good. Boy, he's starting out hot. 6 points to start it out, and Ankeny pulls out to a 7-point lead here.
Might be a Leo Aguirre game, honestly, of how we're running right now. He averages only 12 points per contest. I should say only, but once he gets going, he's a tough guy to beat.
He kind of took it over last night and pulled them back. We'll see the replay here as he comes in, spins through, and off the glass. And he'll attack. He doesn't, as you said, he's the guy who likes to attack the basket.
And he's been here a while. I'm pretty sure he started pretty much fully as a freshman, so he's only a junior. And Ankeny, they're young. I mean, Carson Johnson's just a junior as well, so your top 2 leading scorers are juniors. That's a big part for Ankeny.
Yeah, I remember Aguirre hitting a big shot last year against Ankeny Centennial and helped them win that game, hitting a big shot late. And here we go. Severson to Nieder, now over to Olmsted. Back up top for 3. Good by Severson.
He's only a 30% three-point shooter. He only came in shooting 26 threes. Granted, like I said, hasn't played the whole season, but.
Down the lane is Carson Johnson. And so Linn-Mar breaks that 7-0 run, but Ankeny comes right back and answers, and it's a 6-point lead.
Yeah, Linn-Mar's head coach not happy. I mean, immediately ran on the floor, nailed timeout, and went after his players. Clearly something they talked about in that first timeout did not come across, and had to check on his guys just to make sure everything's where they need it to be.
Well, yeah, they got the bucket, and then they give it right back. I think that's what he was upset about there. So
that's Chris Robertson, the head coach of Linn-Mar.
Right out of the timeout, it'll be Linn-Mar's balls. Are about halfway through the first quarter here. Here comes Severson. Back outside to Mindrup. Over to Severson. Looked at the 3. And he kind of sagging back in the middle there. And Patton saves it off of the defender, Severson.
Well, good job by Ankeny. Kern has an advantage down low, size-wise, over Ankeny. They both double in, so Aguirre comes down, helps Patton force that thing out of bounds.
Linn-Mar looking for a little pressure, but they throw it right over the top to Maddox Ward. Cross court to Patton for 3. And Akers knocks it out. He's been just controlling everything down there. Aguirre on the drive, and the runner is good.
Hey, he's figuring today out, and it's pretty much the same exact shot every time, and he has to keep doing it because that's his shot.
He's got 8 points.
Good to see him going back.
Here's a 3 the other way. Owen Olmsted.
I would say don't leave him open for 3, but that's just his 3rd make this season out of 23 attempts. So on film, realistically, you can leave him open.
There's a 3 is good by Johnson, Carson Johnson.
It's good to see him back healthy. I believe he was hurt in that game against Dowling that I was calling it was either him or Maddox Ward, I can't remember, but Ankony's had a couple issues with injuries. Jamison Patton, obviously, was out for a little bit.
They tried to go in on the block to Kern, but Patton knocked it away. Now Patton will come out, and Cash Schoolin will come in to replace him. Pressure there, they break it, get it across to Ward.
Cash brings in a little bit of extra height, good length for Ankeny so far on the floor, as if you don't already have it with Akers.
He stepped on the baseline, I guess, down there. Well, we'll get Mason Matson, Ian Bettis, and Owen Havlick in for Linn-Mar. And Linn-Mar just trying to solve this defense right now. Go across the floor, up and good. Matson.
That was a right place, right time there for Mason Matson.
Looked like it was going to be a steal, but the pass got through. They go down to Schoolin, now back outside, and that three is off. But Aguirre is right there and finger rolls it in.
I don't know if they'll count it as a shot. It looked like a lob pass to Akers, and it just missed wide. Luckily, Aguirre was right there.
Maybe that's what it was, because it was way off, wasn't it? Yeah. Down on the baseline. Up, no good. Gets his own rebound. Put back by Davis Kern. He's on the board.
Yeah, we got to see more out of him if you're Linn-Mar. Got to get him going. He's got such an advantage down low. Lions got to get to him just a little bit more here.
Approaching a minute to play, first quarter. Ankeny up. They go to Schoolin. Looking inside to Akers. Akers got to have his hands up when he comes through there on the baseline. He didn't that time. 9 seconds on the shot. Ward drives. Oh, no look underneath. Akers.
Come on. Wow. What a pass. That's a nice Saturday special right there.
Here's a three. No good. Rebound to Aguirre. And they'll play for one here. Just a minor difference between the game clock and shot clock. About half a second.
We don't usually see this problem because we're playing at night, but the sun comes through the skylights. There's a nice little patch of sun right there.
On the floor.
On the floor. So that could get in somebody's way. It's kind of like it happens in Carver Hawkeye a couple times when the Hawkeyes play in the afternoon. I don't think it should be too big.
Oh, back into Akers again. At the buzzer. Makes it 22-12 after one here. Ankeny over Linn-Mar. We'll come back with the second quarter after this on CISN.TV.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors,
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
For 75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
We'll go to the second quarter here. Let's take a look at that beautiful pass. No look, boom, right into Akers from Maddox Ward.
Like, did they script that, or did they just, you better be ready if it comes your way?
Well, he saw him there, so he kind of looked away and knew he was right there. Down the lane, up, and the foul. Now, let's see.
It's Jackson Severson. Severson.
Aguirre with the foul. Severson goes to the free throw line where he's hitting 75%. And there's point. Severson, point number 6 today, leading Linn-Mar right now. Makes point number 7. Cuts the lead down to 8.
Ian Bettis on the floor for Linn-Mar. He's a pretty good scorer for the Lions off the bench. Keep an eye on him.
Aguirre kicks it out. 3, good by Carson Johnson. He's got 8.
Once he gets going, he's tough.
3 off, no good. Johnson and Aguirre fighting over it. Johnson comes away with the rebound. He stops and goes down the lane, kicks it out to Schoolin. Good for 3.
Seems like all the missed shots, all the frustrations Ankeny has had in this 5-game losing streak's coming out today. They're starting to hit just a little bit better.
Patton gets the rebound. Here comes Aguirre. Spins. Off the glass, misses that time. Rebound to Kern.
And those are the shots Aguirre likes to take, and he's not going to stop trying them.
Severson bounce over to left side. Now a 3 rattles in and out by Kern. Quickly up the floor to Trimble. Schoolin again, this time down and out, and gets the rebound. It was kind of knocked out of there by Linn-Mar, and Schoolin just kept with it and got the follow-up.
Ankeny's doing a good job on the boards. I mean, they're moving, they're staying up to date, making sure they're all across the board. Even if it's a miss, they're still right there.
Lead up to 16. Ooh, that went in and out. Patton with the rebound. Here's Johnson. Nope. And battle for it, and they'll say it'll be Linn-Mar's ball, and we'll have some.
That was good positioning by Drew Trimble. It just couldn't quite hang on to it. But, man, he got in front of his guy and got around the box out.
And Havlick brings it up for Linn-Mar. Tried to go inside, but Patton comes right around, reaches around, knocks it away. Johnson stops, pulls up at the free throw line, no good. Long rebound comes out to Nieder. Goes over to Havlick. Inside, Kern with the bucket.
Got to get him more. I mean, he's fun to watch, and he's got size. 6'8". He's a fun matchup against 6'6" Devin Akers, but once he's got it down low, he's hard to beat.
Patton drives, kicks it out for the 3. That's the side of the backboard. And back the other way is Darbuz. And then knocked away, but he stepped on the line. Trimble.
And one thing Ankeny can't do with a lead like this, you can't get too confident and just start chucking threes like we see a lot of times, a lot of teams do. You're like, well, if we're hitting it, we might as well keep going.
Maddox Ward comes back in. Long 3 short by Havlick. Rebound comes off the Schoolin. Ward. They got the big man Akers back in there. There he is now. He drive and gets fouled by Akers. Or, excuse me, Kern.
This is a good one-on-one take by Akers. Not afraid to go up against Kern. You like to see that out of your big man.
Akers shooting 75% from the free throw line. Gets the rattle rolling down there. He's got 5. Luke Anderson in for Ankeny. Clayton Feldman in for Linn-Mar. Second free throw, no good. Going to go up top. Now there's a 3. No good by Nieder. And Akers holds on the rebound. Ankeny just controlling the boards right now, aren't
and
they?
Both teams really just letting it fly from beyond the three-point line. They're not really known for three-point shooting teams heavily. So an interesting technique for both these two so far. But
Patton looked at the three. Now he drives in, fades away, no good. Rebound to Havlick.
quite a few of Patton's shots just seem a little too strong, but you kind of expect that with a football player like him. Played quarterback for a couple of years at Roosevelt. So
rotated over, and Akers closes, but the three. Payson Niedert gets the three over the big man coming out there.
That's a tough shot.
Yeah.
You got a guy.
Although sometimes
flying,
I let you arc it a little more,
got a guy
but
flying at your face here.
But you got to concentrate. Yeah,
that's tough to make that shot.
12-point lead for Ankeny. Carson Johnson feeling it. There's a three. His second.
When he's on, and he's a big part of Ankeny, hanging tight in some of these games against Centennial and Northwest. I mean, that you need your stars to step up, and Carson steps up. He's built for those moments.
Oh, nice move through the defense by Havlick. He gets on the board. And Patton now again with it, spins and dishes underneath to Akers. He looked and saw Maddox Ward, but Maddox Ward didn't drop down, and it went out of bounds.
Thought Maddox was back there, just missed up. Missed it just a little bit too hard. I like the unselfish basketball by Jamison Patton, though. Easily could have had to take to the basket, one to hand it right back
Our
up.
coach always told the big guys, if you have it in there, take it to the hoop, look for the foul.
But nowadays, you see, centers have such assist numbers because it's almost like, well, if it's not there, I won't take it.
I'll kick it. Yeah, I'll kick it out, which with the three-point line, now everybody's looking to the threes. Inside the lane, shot up, no good. And a scramble for it. Johnson comes out of there with it.
Good effort by Olmsted.
Aguirre, the spin. The shot, no good. He's gone a little cold after starting out with 10 in the first quarter. Hasn't scored here in the second. There's a three. No good. Johnson on the rebound.
Yeah, the Lions are getting good looks. They just can't seem to get anything going.
And Ankeny not giving them any second chances too much.
And I think that's one of the better things. Most shots have been contested pretty strongly, but just Linn-Mar, they'll fall eventually. Just keep shooting them. They've done a good job with that so far.
2:25 to play here. Linn-Mar trying to come up with strategy. You'd like to try to maybe close it a little bit here before the half if you can. And as you said, things kind of got a little run and gun there here in the second quarter.
Well, you start hitting a couple threes. Ankeny goes on a little bit of a run. And if you had that dry spell like you did with Linn-Mar, it's tough to keep up. And Leo Aguirre, a big part of that, getting Ankeny going. No slow starts here for the Hawks, which we've seen sometimes this season. But, this just kind of might be one of those games of runs, if anything.
Here comes Ankeny with that 13-point lead. Down to Aguirre on the block. Tried to throw it across, but saw that coming, steps right in, and then draws the foul. Is Darbuz.
Both teams with a point differential of -7, so pretty even at that mark. Toughest thing for Linn-Mar, they're giving up 64 points per contest, just averaging 57, so.
Free throw is good.
Here, pin drop in here.
Darbuz hits the first one.
Crowd cleared out after that Kennedy game.
Yeah, they did. Well, I think some of the crowd was the early crowd for this game, too, but.
Good atmosphere there for that first one, though.
Yeah.
These two teams had a spell, 2014, 2015, 2016. They played each other. I have no idea if that was just all playoff appearances or what, but close games. I mean, 78-77, Ankeny beat them in 2014. Linn-Mar won 68-52 and 15. And in 2016, the last time they met, Linn-Mar won 78-68. So not really familiar with each other.
Johnson for three. No good. And going down hard. Darbuz. Johnson right back in, fakes, kicks it out. Aguirre, push shot, no good. Aguirre scored 10 in the first. He's been unable to hit one here in the second quarter as we're under 2 minutes to go. There's a three, is short. Put back is good by Havlick.
Havlick's a tricky guy. I mean, he's a good rebounder. Good junior, just 6'2". Kind of reminds me of Garrett Sturtz on Drake, just kind of how he's built, how he plays, his work ethic. He's a tough player for the Lions.
Johnson, free throw line, good.
Basket number 11, Carson Johnson.
He's got 13. Bounce pass back inside to Kern. He dishes it off, and Derbuzzi gets it up.
He's taking some tough hits.
Yeah.
Took one on the floor over,
over here,
side,
and then, there he gets knocked down after the shot. Or fell down, whatever the case may be. Must have fell because they didn't call anything. Drive, Maddox Ward tried to go back inside, but that was poked away.
Well, so in that case, probably didn't need to pass it. I felt like he had a pretty good take to the basket. Just didn't want to do it.
Yeah, and it's hard to throw right across that lane with defenders in the middle. Now bounce inside to Kearns, and that'll go back to Ankeny.
Boy, I lost the ball on the way up and then fell down and just not there.
Fell down, maybe hoping something would get.
I was surprised there wasn't. There was a lot of contact down there. They did bring in, like you said, different officiating crew from that first game. Usually you see
the same ones on a doubleheader.
It's a girls and boys night, but it's a Saturday. There's only I think 10 games going on in the state of Iowa on the boys' side.
10 seconds to play, first half. They're trying to go to Aguirre. It's knocked away. It'll stay with Ankeny. They'll get it with 7.9 on the baseline.
I do know tonight's a big night. 2A and 3A girls playoffs start tonight. So they're already moving.
Yeah, there's some kind of football game on tomorrow, isn't there?
Yeah, some game.
And he gets the push in the bucket there. Akers.
Well, that thing held in the air for a while. Akers, nice job, just kind of pushing his way in, forcing contact, grabs a big bucket to get it above 10.
And Chance at the free throw line. He's 1 of 2 for the line today so far, and he pops that one. 8 points, and there one hits the glass, but it's high. And it'll be 39-27 Ankeny here at the half. We'll take a break, come back, and talk about the first half after this on CISN.TV.
For 75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Mornings. They can be hectic.
Let's go!
So can your car, so to get a free pickup, drop-off, or delivery, head over to Honest Wrenches. And their loaner vehicles?
No extra charge.
Find your peace of mind with even more wonderful services.
Every vehicle that comes in gets a full visual inspection and a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty. No extra charge.
Head on over to Honest Wrenches. No extra charge, and it's how service should be.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
Here at Cool Iron Fieldhouse, Valley High School. Valley is not playing. They played the earlier game against number 1 Cedar Rapids Kennedy. Played a game that was close till the Kennedy pulled away late, but right here, Ankeny up by 11 over Linn-Mar, 38-27. Dar Danielson, Blake Walker. I'll run down the scoring for you on the first half. Carson Johnson leading Ankeny with 13. Aguirre, 10, all those in the first quarter. 8 for Devin Akers, 5 for Cash Schoolin, and 3 for Maddox Ward. For Linn-Mar, several players scored. Jackson Severson was 7, 4 for Davis Kern, Owen Havlick, and Matt Darbuzzi. 3 for Payson Niedert and Owen Olmstead, and 2 for Mason Matson. 3 threes for Linn-Mar, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. For Ankeny, 5 threes and 2 of 3 from the free throw line. So Ankeny's just been a little stronger rebounding and offensively here in this first half.
Yeah, that's been the big difference. And I feel like Linn-Mar can do, I think they're going to try to get it to Stearns just a little bit more down low. I feel like you have to. I think that's going to be one of the big things. And with Kern down low, he frees up a couple of your shooters on the outside. We've seen a lot of three-point shots taken on both sides today. And like we talked about in that first half, Linn-Mar's getting good looks. Just can't seem to hit, and that's just some days it's just not your day. Much needed game, much needed first half for Ankeny. You just got to try to hang on here. Linn-Mar made a little bit of a run there starting, if it wasn't for that and one by Akers, to get that thing above 10. But I think we're in for a good second half. Linn-Mar has good pieces around them. Ankeny has been trying a couple tough shots down low. If they could start, both teams not shooting great, it feels like. But if both teams could start figuring out a couple more rebounds, Ankeny averages more rebounds per game than Linn-Mar, so we expect that. But forcing a couple more turnovers. Haven't seen a ton of turnovers, it feels like, but points off turnovers could also be big as well.
Well, they started the pregame show, I think, on Tuesday for the Super Bowl, and it's been running since. But who you picking in that one?
Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs?
I like the Chiefs. The Eagles are very good, but I will still give it to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
My analytical side says maybe Philadelphia with their defense, but then Mahomes, you never know, and you just wonder how about his injury,
it'll be
how much that's going to impact him. But he gutted them through and got them there. So I just hope it's a good close one.
I think it will be. I think it'll be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to watch.
Well, we are at halftime. 39-27 Ankeny over Linn-Mar. We'll take another break, and we'll come back with more after this on CISN.TV.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
Stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday.
And we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
I'm off to college. Oh, rats!
Hi, Joe the Car Guy with a reminder. Before you send your kids off to school, set up an appointment with Westside Auto. We check everything from tires to belts, fluids, hoses, wipers, and lights. 44 inspection points to help prevent that oh rats moment for your students. Call us today to set up your appointment. We'll have your kids off to school saying,
For the best, head west.
Westside Auto.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans.
DeArmond certified used vehicles aren't the same as the rest.
Every DeArmond certified vehicle receives a 175-point inspection and comes with a 12-month, 12,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 2-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, and DeArmond Care. Wheel, dent, windshield repair, repel paint and windshield protection, and a full tank of fuel.
Buy with confidence, knowing you made a wise decision with DeArmond Certified.
Find DeArmond certified used vehicles at DeArmondFord.com.
When you need to conquer the drifts on your property, get the job done your way. The Western Defender Compact Snowplow. All the professional grade features in just the right size for your mid-sized pickup or SUV. Easy to attach and easy to use. Get the performance to plow like this and finish like this. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Here at Ankeny, here at Valley, Ankeny leading Linn-Mar.
It's weird.
It is different calling it Ankeny-Linmar here in.
Feels like a postseason game.
Valley, yeah. Feels like, a district game or something like that here. But 38-27. When did they come out with the
Monday?
Monday, is that when they come
the
out?
pairings come out.
Because then they figure.
Got any predictions?
No. Well, they figured. I don't know. They still have a way they figure it based on the
things get interesting, and I say this because top 8. There's 8 districts, right? Or 8 regionals, 8 whatever. Ankeny Centennial is number 6. Do we still have that graphic of the top 10? Can we pull that up? The top 10 graphic. Let's take a look at this. So top 10, fine. Your top 8 is what gets the 1 seeds. Well, Centennial just got blown out by 20 against Northwest. Would you put Norwalk and would you put Dubuque Senior above? I actually can't remember if Dubuque Senior beat Cedar Falls last night. They played each other. Let me look real quick. I'm just saying
But don't they look at your record, though,
yes,
and they figure
do.
who you got your wins?
But Centennial, Centennial almost beat Waukee, so I guess there's a close loss. Yeah. I don't think Waukee Northwest's only losses to Waukee and Valley. So Centennial still lost to them. I just feel like Centennial, that loss to Northwest, it's not a great loss last night. I worry that they might get booted out. Norwalk should be in as a 1 seed in their bracket. Indianola should be in easily. Let me see. Cedar Falls, Dubuque Senior 1. So I don't know. If I'm a Centennial fan, I might be a little shaky because you might not be the top seed in your bracket.
Thanks to Randy, our director today, for pulling that up. It's hard getting him here on a Saturday, getting him out of bed early, but we did anyway. Here, Ankeny starting with the ball. They're in the white. Linn-Mar in the dark uniforms. They go down Akers. And knocked away.
Well, I mean, that's what Davis has to do. I think this is a big half for him, and if they want to get back into this ball game, Davis Kerr and big number 22 is going to have to be the reason why.
Because Akers pretty well controlled things in that lane, both ends early going. Aguirre drives in, loses a handle. 10 on the shot clock now. Johnson dribbles through traffic, takes it up, and gets it knocked out of bounds. And that'll go back to Linn-Mar.
That's good possession. Probably the best defensive position we've seen Linn-Mar have all game. Got to keep that up if you're the Lions.
Here we go over the left side. Olmsted gets it off. Looked at the 3. Now here's the 3. Good. That's a good start there for Mindrup. He gets on the board.
That's just his second three-pointer of the season. He's a 12% three-point shooter coming into today.
How many does he shot? There's Ward.
12.
12, yeah. 12, so.
Really doesn't shoot a ton anyway. But if
he's 100% today so far.
He's off to a good start. Linn-Mar was down by, 16 at one point? Lions have really come back into their
Now he
own
goes
here.
in, gets that little baby hook, and then he draws the foul. Mindrup does. Gets.
Well, and you said last night it was Ankeny who got out to the hot start against Valley. So
Yeah,
Ankeny,
they started out the third quarter on an 8-0 run.
Yeah.
Let's see if Linn-Mar can do that here.
That must have been a weird foul on the floor sort of deal.
Over to Kern. Off to Severson for three. Goes high. Rebound. Kern. Put back is good.
Yeah, there you go. They're doing it. I mean, they're doing exactly what they need to do. Get back on the glass, fight a little bit tougher. You got Ankeny in a tough spot to start.
5-0 run here, and they call full timeout. So we'll take a break here, too, on CISN.TV.
Our year-end sales event is going on now at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville.
With over 60 new vehicles in stock on the ground, you can take delivery now.
Every new Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and all DeArmond certified used vehicles are tagged with one low sale price.
DeArmond Automotive Knoxville, DeArmondAuto.com.
Looking in the Linn-Mar huddle, they've scored the first 5 points coming out of the halftime break to cut the Ankeny lead to 39-32. Let's take a look here at the three-pointer.
That's about the easiest offensive rebound you will ever get if you're Davis Kearns. Because on the pick, the two guys just separate, and Kearns is left wide open to go get the shot.
Kearns puts it back and add in a Ian Mindrup three-pointer, and it's a 5-0 run to start the third, as I said. Here's Johnson for Ankeny. Gets it off to Patton. Maddox Ward. Now he drives the middle. Kicks. Aguirre for three. No good. Battle. Patton almost tapped it back up, but here comes Severson. Up ahead. A little long.
That was almost a cool save.
Yeah. Nieder almost did. Toe the line down there. Tiptoe, but couldn't. And Ankeny's back in line again. Inside. Aguirre cuts through and he draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, Gary, what'd you say? Was pretty quiet in that second quarter.
Yeah, he
Didn't do
scored
much.
10 in the first and hasn't scored since. Looking for his first points now here since that first quarter. And he hits the free throw.
And when he was hot, that was when Ankeny was going on a little bit of a scoring run. So got to get him back going if you're the Hawks.
And the second one is good. Yeah, he had hit those runners in the lane, and then in the second quarter, they just weren't falling for him. A lead back up to 9. Here's Linn-Mar. Over to Kern. He drives, now puts it up, and Akers rebounds the miss for the Hawks. Aguirre just gets bumped there. I think Mindrup.
Yeah, he took a little hit in the face. Mindrup was a little late. He tried to jump in front. Couldn't quite get his whole body in front, and a hand got caught sneaking in there.
Second team foul here to start the half on Linn-Mar, and that one goes out. It'll be Ankeny's ball, though.
Yeah, I guess they say it was somehow touched last. Or that's why it was out, I guess.
Inside Akers, he was able to handle it, couldn't get the shot off, but Kern battles hard and comes down with a rebound.
It's a weird atmosphere in here. It kind of feels like a scrimmage in practice. Like a couple people came and watched. It's pretty quiet in here. Both teams can really take advantage of just anything, any sort of momentum that you can get from whether you're bench or anything.
Yeah, because we went for that full house that first game, and then now it's, you hear the sound echoing.
Yeah, you can. I mean, on these free throws, it's almost like we don't want to talk. We're going to bother the free throw shooter.
Reminds me more like the Summer League game. Here's a three, top of the key, no good. Aguirre gets it for Ankeny off the miss by Kearns. Johnson pulls up, no good. Akers kicks it out to Ward. He had Aguirre posting, but kicks it back over to Akers for 3. No good. Rebound comes off to Olmsted.
Devin can make those. I mean, that's a good look.
Inside, knocked away by Akers, but it rolls out of bounds before he can get to it.
Linn-Mar just kind of hanging around here. I'm waiting to see if they can go on a run.
Cash Schoolin comes back in for Ankeny. Linn-Mar inbounded right inside and up and over by Mindrup. Mindrup now has 5. All of those here in the third period.
Hey, he's starting to figure it out. I mean, he's got height too, so.
Back outside, Schoolin for 3. Aguirre tries to put it back, can't. Akers gets the rebound, and Ankeny will reset with a new 35. Halfway through the third, and Schoolin drives the lane for 2.
A strong take to the basket. He had a 3 earlier in the game, just hasn't been able to hit from there, but there you see his ability down low.
And back over to Severson. Over to Homestead. Inside there, fadeaway jumper's good. Mindrup finding the range now.
Yeah, he's starting to really get going here. And I mean, he's what you want to see. I mean, he's a 54% shooter from the floor. He's who you want going.
Schoolin drives baseline and gets bumped there. And Olmsted, I think. Second foul on him. Mason Matson coming back in. Owen Havlick back in for Linn-Mar. Wasn't a shooting foul. They lob it in the middle of the school, and he takes it down the lane.
There you see it again. I mean, just good post presence. Able to get down low, put his head down, and get the bucket to go.
There's Linn-Mar driving in, kicking out for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down by Ward. Johnson looked at the 3, kicks it back to Ward for 3. Good. Maddox Ward. His first point since the first.
Yeah, tough spot for Linn-Mar. He can't let Ankeny start hitting those threes. And even, I mean, Maddox really wasn't, open. He was covered and he was still able to hit it. So got to look at those opportunities there if you're Ankeny. Keep those coming.
Matson drives, kicks it over. And
it's like a blocking foul down
Aguirre
low.
Called, I think.
Yes, it is.
His third personal, which could be an issue. 2.5 to play here in the third. Inside, Kearns turns and gets the bucket.
That was a quick spin cycle. Had to spin and quickly shoot and was able to do it despite the pressure.
Kearns had a bucket first and second. Now 2 here in the third, and there's a 3 by Johnson. And just when Linn-Mar looks like they're starting to chop it down a little bit, Johnson hits the 3.
Well, if your top player is doing that, that's always a good sign.
Severson pulls up for 2.
Linn-Mar basket, number 11, Jackson Severson, and the Lions take a timeout.
Timeout here.
Kind of back and forth right now. I think, it's someone's going to have to go on a run here, whether that be Linn-Mar or Ankeny, with the way you're moving. But once again, 51 points already for Ankeny. You can't give up a ton of points. That's a tough spot for Linn-Mar.
See the replay here. Johnson stops and just nobody closed on him, and he pops the 3.
I'd be curious to see what Linn-Mar changes here defensively, what Coach Robertson wants to do. They're forcing tough shots at times, but especially this quarter, some of them have come easier, especially in the paint. I think they're forcing a little too many guys outside, and you're forgetting that they can get down low at any time.
And you see in their huddle there right now, Coach Robinson talking with them, trying to get them set up. And that's the thing, even later in the season, Coach still working with them, trying to get them to, improve and get a little better here. You got, you had 2 sophomores and 3 seniors in the starting lineup, and then you have a couple sophomores came in, a junior off the bench. So even though their record isn't quite what you'd like right at this point, you never know in the postseason, too, if you get catch a run, catch fire a little bit.
Yeah, that's both these two teams. I mean, I think back to Ankeny a couple of years ago.
And Schoolin called for the travel.
It's 2020. Ankeny went into the state tournament as like an 8 or 7 seed and won the whole thing. I mean, it's just if you get on a run.
Waukee, wasn't it? Yeah.
Beat Waukee in the title game. That was a Waukee with DeVries, Sanford, all those guys. Anyone could get going around this time. We saw Valley in that first game. Valley could be that team this year if Curtis Stinson gets healthy. That's a team that really could be a nice door course.
Kearns puts it up, gets fouled by Schoolin.
I wonder, they might try to get him more to the free throw line. He's not a terrible free throw shooter by any means. 83% for a big man like him.
And he pops it. He's got 9 points. Looking to go to double digits here. And does. 2 nice looking free throws for him.
Just takes one run. Right now we've been trading baskets for at least the last 2 quarters, it feels like.
Now got it down to 9 here. Linn-Mar down to Aguirre. Turns, left-handed hook is good.
If he gets rolling.
Yeah, he starts finding that range again. Yeah. You just keep pounding it into him.
Got to keep him in check.
Down the lane and finally a foul. Well, Johnson was reaching quite a bit there, and then on the drive he finally picked up the foul.
It's 5 fouls on Ankeny already, so that's something to look at as we head toward the end of this one. Don't want to give Linn-Mar more chances to get to the free throw line. Not a terrible free throw shooting team by any means.
Tried to go back into Kern. Now they rotated over Severson. And that was smart, I think. Don't jack up the 3 right away. Look for a good shot. He goes in and gets Aguirre, and he gets it to go. Severson bodies up against Aguirre, and that's no small feat because he'll match up with you. Patton down the lane and Waukee foul there.
That foul on Linn-Mar's number 21.
You see the drive here, right in, and slides it around through the pressure. That was the first on Debussy. And now Ankeny can play for 1 with the shot clock off, 19 seconds. Whoa.
You talked about Linn-Mar's record 7-10. This is a program that in the last 10 years, 15 years has been one to watch on Eastern Iowa. I mean, you talk about Marcus Page, Jordan Bohannon, 2 very talented players. Some say Marcus Page is one of the best Iowa high school players to ever play in the state. Better than Barnes, better than a lot of these kids that have come through. This is a program that is rich with kids that are very talented and have gone on to be incredible basketball players. And this year, just not the year they were looking for, but usually Linn-Mar brings a lot of talent to the table when it comes to basketball.
And way back, when I was in college, they had a couple championships there, and there's a 3 by Severson. And before the buzzer, so that makes it 46-53 here.
They gave him 2.
They give him 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so they give him a 2.
It's getting close.
We'll be back with the 4th quarter after this on CISN.TV.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
And we'll start the fourth quarter. Linn-Mar with the ball. We've got it down to 7 here against Ankeny. On the drive, knocked out of there. The rebound, Arbuzzi. And the 3 rattles off Schoolin. Pulls it out of the crowd.
Well, if you've noticed, Linn-Mar is rebounding a lot better here in the second half, and that's been a big difference, giving them second chance points.
Yeah, Ankeny was not giving them anything second chance in that first half. Here's the elbow jumper. Catches the rim and goes down for Schoolin. He's got 11 now.
Quiet 11 points, feels like.
Jumper good from the elbow for Matson. His first bucket since the first quarter.
Mason's a good asset right off the bench.
Gary drives and pulled out of there by Linn-Mar Havlik. And now Aguirre gets it back. Out to Patton. Rotated over to Ward. He goes over to Schoolin for 3. No good. Rebound Kearns.
Boy, he's got the best looks of the day from three-point range, and he's only hit 1, but soon they'll start falling a little bit more.
And knocked away by Patton. He looks back and goes up for the easy 2. His first bucket of the day.
That's a big shot.
Yeah.
Big momentum booster right there to get it back to at least 9.
Bumps it right back up to 9. Pull up at the free throw line. Good by Severson. He's got 15.
Boy, if I don't know if he was injured or what, but he hasn't started every game. He's only played in now 9 games this season for the Lions. He has been big today. He's a fun, shifty little point guard.
Ward over to Schoolin for 3 again. This one just off and rebound. Severson. He fakes, puts it up, no good. Kern tried to knock it down, but it'll go out of bounds to Ankeny. We'll have some subs back in there. Nieder back in, along with Mindrip and Olmstead.
Lions go pretty deep. They got a big roster, but they do a lot of big substitutions.
Here's Ankeny. Johnson pulls up, no good. Aguirre trying to run it down the corner, but it goes into the bench. And now back in is Devin Akers, the junior for Ankeny. And Schoolin will sit down.
Slowly but surely, Linn-Mar has chipped this thing away.
They get a couple buckets in a row. It's going to make it interesting, but so far, drive in the middle, and Ward poked it away, but got a piece of the hand there as Owen Havlik drove.
Just enough.
And that'll be...
that's in the bonus.
Yep.
So if you get to shoot free throws the rest of the way with 5 minutes left, I'd say you're in pretty good shape.
Havlik goes to the line. Misses the front end.
And it only matters if you can make them. Until you get those confirmed to be 2.
We got more. Whoop, that knocked away.
I like it by Akers, though. He knew that he had an advantage and tried. Just lost it on the way.
Here's a 3. Good! Severson. It's a 3.
Boy, he's fun. I mean, once he gets going, he is fun to watch.
Got a 4-point ball game all of a sudden here.
Lions trailed by 16 at one point.
Johnson answers.
Good response by Ankeny, and a good timeout there by the Hawks. Just to kind of settle everybody down. I think you got to take more high percentage shots. I think the three-pointers are fine, but, if you're open, maybe look for a better shot inside, because right now Linn-Mar is just taking advantage of rush shots by an Ankeny team that I feel like doesn't need to be shooting like that.
And you kind of sometimes fall into that. Here's the replay coming down.
I mean, check out the range.
Yeah, and really you had Akers there, but you had enough gap between them that he fired that up. And Severson now has 18, and Johnson with that too has 18, as they lead all scorers here in the ball game. But for Ankeny right now, they care about that 6-point lead on the scoreboard with about halfway through the fourth quarter. But Linn-Mar chipped it down.
They get it within 7, then they get it with 6, then they get it within 5.
Here's another 3. That one rolls in and out. Schoolin, who came in on the timeout, gets the rebound. It was at 12 after the third quarter.
If I'm Nick, I just keep shooting. Or Jackson. If I'm Jackson, I just keep shooting.
Ward drives and dishes, and that one goes off. It'll go back to Linn-Mar.
Schoolin has taken the same shot from the corner, I think, 6 times in a row. He just has not been able to hit it. I cannot imagine what he's thinking right now.
That was the worst one of the bunch, though. The others kind of in and out. And
it's good. They're going to fall, buddy, man.
Well, but to his credit, he keeps firing.
Yeah,
He's open.
He does.
Down the lane, up and good. Jackson Severson trying to pull Linn-Mar back in this, and they're within 4 now.
I'd do it all himself.
He's got 20. Aguirre out to Schoolin. Schoolin drives through. That was a pretty one.
If you're not going to hit the threes, you might as well. He's been good. That's what the points he's been getting, and that's what he has to keep doing.
And I think they're either going to call a travel or a foul on the floor.
Either way, they're going to go to the line.
Yeah. So Severson will get the one and the maybe.
It's the Jackson Severson takeover portion of the game right here. He knows.
Number 11, Jackson Severson.
Carson Johnson with his 4th personal.
And only just 4 fouls committed on Linn-Mar so far today, or this half. So that keeps Ankeny away from the bonus for now.
And they'll get the bonus free throw here. Severson will. As the crowd goes quiet.
I feel like I got to whisper.
I know, it's like golf. And he lines up the free throw, and boom.
I was worried. I'm like, I don't want to bother this guy.
Yeah, I know. It's almost like he could hear us up here talking about it.
You could hear a pin drop.
But it's a 4-point lead now for Ankeny. Aguirre slides in, but are they going to give him the bucket?
Yes, they will.
Yeah.
He kind of slid underneath. And that was perfect. And he got a feel for Kern.
Yeah, Aguirre's first bucket here of the fourth quarter. Let's see it.
Just
slide. Yeah, he did kind of slide through, and he caught him late.
Kern's left hand kind of held in there a little too long.
And Aguirre misses the free throw.
Ankeny's only a 60% free throw shooting team, so they're not friends with the free throw line. So even if they do get in the bonus, I wouldn't be too worried if I'm a Lion fan.
Severson gets it blocked that time by Schoolin.
Well, now you start to notice that he's taking the shots. They kind of zero in on him a little bit more.
Johnson to cutting Patton, but he loses the handle on it. Now thrown away. Johnson comes back. Runner, no good. Gets his own rebound. Ripped out of his hands by Olmstead. Lobs it up wide open down as Kearns, and he gets fouled. That was close to being intentional there.
That was
very close.
They're getting a little tough, a little physical here in the last minute.
It's a 19th foul, so it'll be the 1-and-1 still for Kern. He'll get the free throw here. The next one will be double bonus for Linn-Mar here on out. Hits the front end.
It's only his 7th point of today. Am I looking at that right? No, I'm not. I'm looking at 12. I'm looking at the other. I don't know.
I got him for 11, unless I missed one. But
looking at the scoreboard,
12,
seeing what they had on the scoreboard, I guess. I was looking at Ankeny's side. This turned into quite the ball game. Both ball games. I mean, it looked a little rough there to start, but both ball games today have been very good.
4-pointer. Ward drives in, kicks it out, rotate. Schoolin that time didn't
take it. He said, you know what, we're going to wait. Don't need to take
Got the lead. We can wait for a better one. Ward now drives, gets in the air, kicks it out. Patton.
Oh, now
back to Schoolin. 10 on the shot, 2 on the game clock.
Now I feel like you're a little too unselfish.
Johnson contorts and gets it to go.
Nice basket by Johnson. Good take to the basket. I
He's
felt like they were
20.
passing a little too much there.
Yeah,
but
it seemed like, but back to 6-point lead, and that'll stay with Linn-Mar.
I like the job by Curran there because he knows that if he can get it down low, he can at least either go to the line or something.
And watch how Johnson drives the lane and contorts to get this to go. Fading away. And
got another foul on the floor.
Yep, on the inbound. And while we're watching the replay, that'll be the double bonus now for Kern. First personal on Jamison Patton. Kern will go to the free throw line for 2. Hits it.
It's a good free throw. You said it earlier. That's a smooth free throw that he's got.
Well, I had him for 12. They got him for 14 on the board. Maybe I missed a bucket here.
Well, I even in the Kennedy game, I thought I had numbers different, and they were.
Yeah, sometimes I don't think they add up exactly.
I
go by my sheet.
Yeah.
But he's 6 of 6 in the free throw line here in the second half. Kern is, and now a foul the other way. And for Linn-Mar, that's only the 6th team foul on them. So there'll be one more before Ankeny is in.
Boy, that sun is not in a good spot. A little bit more time goes by. Whoever has to throw it in and inbound under the basket might be looking right into the sun.
Yeah, you can see there on the court, it's coming in through the windows up top, which, as you mentioned, usually you're playing
That's not
at
a
night,
problem,
it's
yeah.
never a problem.
Nice.
Geary down the lane, and he gets it.
That's one of your best players stepping up in a big moment.
His first bucket in a while here. He's got 18 overall. Now timeout. Time to talk a little strategy for Linn-Mar. Full timeout. We'll be back. Stick with us. It's a close one here on CISN.TV.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors.
Community protectors.
And clean energy leaders.
We are
Job creators.
Friends and neighbors.
stewards of your dollars and savings.
Yes, we.
We are so much more.
We are the energy
Behind your everyday.
And we are
Obsessively.
relentlessly.
At your service.
Linn-Mar calls a timeout. 1:09 to go here. They trail by 6. Let's see the replay of Aguirre as he goes in and puts it in and widens the lead to 6. Every foul by Ankeny puts Linn-Mar in the double bonus. Linn-Mar has 1 foul to give. And they will get the ball here. The possession arrow in favor of Ankeny right now. So you need to score fairly quickly. Get it to Kern baseline. He gets stripped going up by Patton. I think he thought that was part of the hand too.
Now when do you foul?
Well, Ankeny coach tells him to spread it out a little bit, run a little clock. Johnson kicks, force him to foul.
Late foul.
And they do.
Well, so that's still not going to put him in the bonus.
Linn-Mar has 1 timeout left here.
Yeah, Kern's not happy about that foul on the other end. He went to both refs, made a arm across the arm motion.
Yeah, that one will put him in the bonus.
Oh, scoreboard had 6. It was
They did put up the when that one rolls out.
There's your 60% free throw shooting as a team. Like I said, it doesn't hurt Linn-Mar here to have to foul Ankeny for a bit.
There's a 3. No good. Rebound to Ward. And he gets fouled right away. Well,
And Nieder wasn't a terrible shot there. I mean, he's a 37% three-point shooter. I mean, that's who you want. If anything, Davis Kern might be the one you want taking threes, but I mean, that's not a terrible shot there for Linn-Mar to take.
So Ward gets another chance at the one-on-one here. Missed the last time down and hits that one.
This be a good win for Ankeny. Much needed win for the Hawks.
To close it out, and this free throw is short, but still 7 points. They need 3 scores here for. There's Severson, high bouncer, no good. Kern back up and good. And timeout called.
Last timeout there. They'll take a full one.
Full timeout. We'll take a break. Be back after this on CISN.TV.
Our year-end sales event is going on now at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville.
With over 60 new vehicles in stock on the ground, you can take delivery now.
Every new Chevy, Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, and all DeArmond certified used vehicles are tagged with one low sale price.
DeArmond Automotive Knoxville, DeArmondAuto.com.
Linn-Mar in the huddle there, Coach Christopher Robinson, trying to figure out how to make up this 5-point deficit. They just scored so they can put on the full court press, and if they foul, they'll still be in the one-on-one. Ankeny will be here. And 13.6 though, Blake, you don't have a lot of time to mess around. You got to get a foul right away, a steal or a foul right away. Even if you steal it and you get a bucket in high school, the clock keeps running. Yeah. So for Ankeny, you just don't want to do anything crazy and throw it away a couple times right under your own bucket.
Get your best inbound play.
They send Patton deep, and he gets fouled right away.
Well, so Patton, only a 47% free throw shooter, so that is not a bad guy to foul.
He has not shot one today.
On the floor, him and Aguirre are actually, quote, the worst free throw shooters on the team.
And Patton with 2 points, hasn't shot a free throw. And he comes through there, the senior.
He's a clutch player, no doubt.
Yep. He'll get the second one. And misses the second. Severson comes down. He'll try to put it up right away. Goes to the hole. Pushes it back to Kern.
Clock's still running, though.
Yep.
And Leo Aguirre knows.
Yeah, he knows. He could just hold it, and that'll do it. Well, it ended up being quite a ball game, but Ankeny pulls it out 69-65. We'll take a final break here, come back, wrap up the scoring, and wrap up the ball game after this on CISN.TV.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
For 75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Back here at Valley, Ankeny hangs on to win 69-65 over Linn-Mar. Darn Danielson, Blake Walker run down the scoring for you here. Unofficially, 18 for Davis Kern, 20 for Jackson Severson, 7 for Ian Midrip, 3 for Payson Nieder, 4 apiece for Havlik and Matson, 4 for Darbuzzi, and 3 for Owen Olmsted for Linn-Mar. For Ankeny, led by Carson Johnson with 20, Leo Aguirre with 18, 13 for Cash Schoonen, 8 for Devin Akers, 7 for Maddox Ward, and 3 for Jamison Patton. Ankeny led 22-12 after 1, 39-27 at the half, 53-46 after 3, and then 69-65. They wrap it up. So good ball game, and as you said, a good win for Ankeny. They've been looking for a win for a while here, and they ended up getting one finally.
Needed one.
It out.
Yeah, they had a 5-game losing streak. You just needed a victory. Good victory for Ankeny. Moved to 7-13. Linn-Mar, it's a tough loss, but I think they played better than I think a lot of people thought they would. Tough CIML competition. Both these teams, whoever they play in the postseason, it's going to be a tough out no matter what.
And number 1 Kennedy beat Valley. What was the final on that one?
64-50.
Well, I had the whole crew here today. Reese, Devin, Randy, and Peter even showed up. So thanks. Good Saturday, and I think I'm going to go wash my truck in the nice weather and get all the salt off there. The deer were out licking it in the parking lot. It was so salty,
But can't be having that.
So thanks again for watching, and check our social media for the upcoming games here on CISN. That's going to wrap it up today on CISN.TV.